was last year. And he is a real fighter, and he makes a contest, with Potsy in there.
There might be taking job on him as we're about to get underway. Bo Henry. Looks like the old cracker's keen and he's ready to go. Up against Loudon. He made Loudon this time his lead. Potts picks up straight away. Got the kick partially smothered. It's in the middle of the ground. Bo Henry was trying to clamber into an opponent. Then he allowed the ball to jar free. And it's picked up and chipped over the top by Pines. Potts was the man looking for it as the kick came from Marshall. But it was fisted away cleverly by Sorrento. And it goes over the line and out of bounds and it's even King. So boundary thrown on the wing. Commentary side of the ground, tapped down by Henry again, tried to get it down to Purcell, he got buffeted off it. Good tackle by Purcell again in the middle of the ground for Pines. Locks it up, no score as yet. Pines are heading to the beach end of the ground. And Sorrento going to Car Street. Tapped down by Loudon again, he goes in. Again it's a pretty physical footy. And they get a hurried boot to ball through Lewis. Cleared though by Sorrento towards the wing on the bounce ball. Gets a good hand pass out to the classy Di Pasquale. Di Pasquale kicks inside 50. Henry's playing a defence guy and he cuts off the mark. Marking 40 metres out from the goal they're defending. He goes wide to Boswell. It's going to be so important again as the runner off half back, and I wonder if Sorrento may use a bit of a tagging role, won't?
Yeah, I've just a quick notice. It seems that Potts and both Enrich and McCallaghan are running without tags at the moment. They might be playing on each other, but paying no respect to each other, are about 30 yards apart at all times. So interesting to see if they're allowed to run free all afternoon.
Boswell's kick missed a target as he switched to the outer side with the Brian Mace Pavilion. Inside attacking the 50 though for Sorrento. Two-handing it down defensively was caught. Running out of room Gladman in the blue boots and it'll be thrown back into play. McDermott with him, so many players wearing orange boots. Getting back into some good form, Tom McDermott, before in the granny last year, including a banana, well on three-quarter time. As John goes up in the ruck, Potts was brought to ground, free kick in the ruck contest, and it'll go to Nick Cork. And there's a 50-metre penalty. As a player got caught behind him, don't think there was much in it. I don't think he approached over the zone, he was behind him.
Distance probably wasn't going to be a problem, but
no, well, I mean, there was a bit of tangling just behind the play. And as I say, I didn't think Wayne in the zone. But anyway, the umpire has felt that the law, it's a free kick at a 50-metre penalty. And Nick Corp, some would say justice. The Pine supporters would say justice because it wasn't a 50-metre penalty, and Nick Corp, who would normally eat those for breakfast, has missed from point-blank range. They have the first score in the Bendigo Bank scoreboard though, the Sharks. Back into play, high kick to the outer side. Corp goes up with Guy Henry. No one can take the mark. Emerging from the contest, Pines. Hurried kick towards the wing on the outer side. Not taken cleanly. And trying to get his first possession of the season, doesn't. Clear long in front of the Brian Mace Pavilion towards Corp again. He brings the ball to ground. It's overrun. Guy Henry gets a hurried boot to ball, just shoves it on the boot and kicks it out of bounds on the full.
I think Pines will be disappointed with that entry then. They gained really good possession and had everyone running forward. McDermott had the lead on, but the kick just wasn't up to scratch and put the ball behind him and allowed Sorrento to get back on top.
Gladman kicks the half forward. Corp makes the contest. Rove to ground level, kick inside 50. Big Bo Henry's back there to support. Handballs out to brother Guy. On the left again for the second time in a minute. He's kicked out of bounds on the full. He goes for the pie stand. And got the kick back in by Gladman once more. Between wing and half forward. In front of the Brian Mace Pavilion. He delivers into the pocket. It's a good kick, but he doesn't find the target of Di Pasquale. Had it fisted away late by Thomas. And then they've only thrown 60 metres around from the goal that Sorrento are attacking. They lead on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and they're doing most of the forward moves at the moment, one behind nothing. Yes, bloke.
I come out from Bradley Sykes. That 50-metre penalty only looked about 35 metres. Do you guys agree?
Well, I didn't think it was a 50-metre penalty, so as I say, it probably was worth 35 metres. Thanks, Brad. It's outside attacking 50 and it'll be thrown up. Just trying to work out what it was for. Mitch Hallahan on the bottom of the pack. His opponent at the moment, Delmo, got the job tagging him. Picked up by Gladman. Gladman can't get hold of the ball cleanly, lost control of it. Good physical contest just outside attacking 50 for Sorrento at the Cast Street end.
It's interesting to see Holke up on into the stoppage, high up the ground rather than he usually camps himself in the goal square. They're leaving that to Court.
Henry gets the hand pass out, and on the outside, received by Delmo. Delmo bounces the ball towards the wing, Bongetti. Feeds the hand pass out, taken by Lewis. He gets upended. His kick doesn't find a target. Good play by Pines to try and keep it inside, attacking 50. Loose ball on the wing, attempting to soccer it again. Pines not able to, and on that occasion a complete fresh area by Nick Wilcox, and it's held up right on attacking 50 for Pines at the beach end of the ground. Big Loud wins it down. Hallahan with that big body. Mitch tried to get a hand pass out. He missed the target though of Bird. Comes out now, close to the boundary, spinning by. As Wilcox got the hand pass out, was Potts. He couldn't take it cleanly. Again, a lot of missed possessions because the pressure's on early, and it's a boundary throw-in between wing and half forwards for Pines. Yet to score, just one behind to Sorrento. First 10 minutes of the game. Loudon loses his opponent, taps down to Hallahan, goes to ground in a Potts tackle. Loose ball, close to the boundary. Di Pasquale's there. Can't keep it alive. Lurking Waterston at the back for the Pines team. And it's back into play. Pottsy having a rest. And Lockie Marshall coming back on.
Interesting, Bongetti taking the ruck at the stage.
Tap down, well read though by Hallahan from the Bongetti tap, but then he couldn't get the hand pass out as well as he would have liked. Had it slammed down just outside the centre square, and it'll be thrown up again. A number of stoppages already. Bongetti to do the ruck work. Little Loud, giving away a lot of height and strength. He might have halved that one. Hand pass comes out from Wilcox again. Disputed ball on the wing in front of our commentary position. That's in the back. That has to be a free kick, but the umpire was blindsided. I thought that Bird was clearly in the back of his opponent in Waterson. Free kick not given, right on the Skybus logo. Thrown up again. See, I thought Bo Hendry was held in the contest. He got a hand pass out, but it gets intercepted and then taken to ground. In a tackle going nowhere, Will Tucker. It's physical at the moment, and as Potts would have been offered the shortest rotation in history, back on laid that tackle. Allowed the tap. Hurry kick comes from Gladman, rolls it to half forward. Good play by Corp to lead in the race. He gets it out to Bird. Bird a hurry kick, well controlled Di Pasquale. Handball's out now in the direction of Jabrowski. His hand pass goes backwards in the middle of the ground. Trying to beat 2 or 3 tackles with Talon. That's going to be holding the ball. And again, the tackling brutal by Pines. And making sure that that tackle sticks Corey Ash, and it'll be thrown up in the middle. Pretty tough out there, Wayne.
Yeah, it is. It's a great game. They're really going in hard both sides, and there's some real good battles going on. I'm interested to see Corey Ash as a noted tagger to see if he is going to pick up any of the midfielders, Sorrento midfielders that I'll keep an eye on.
Ethan King trying to chase the footy, and Pines got a hurry kick out of the contest. And in pursuit with him was Carl Jacobson, an important member of this side. Boundary thrown in front of the Primates Pavilion in the sunshine. Just one behind. That's come from Sorrento. On the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Big fist from behind Luke Loudon. Socket out by Shannon Gladman, who's been prolific so far. Close to the boundary, bit of pushing and shoving. Ben Thomas there. Di Pasquale as well. Throwing. Stoppages galore here. Good contested footy, that's what we want. Between last year's grand finalists in First Division. Loudon, he loses Henry. Bo Hendry gets a hurry boot to ball. Gladman runs onto it, drives inside 50 towards the pocket. Maholke's there. Fisher's wearing him like a cheap suit, and it goes out of bounds 15 metres around from the goal that Pines are defending at the Cast Street.
I think Bo Hendry's got to make sure he's got body contact with Loudon, and it's the only way he's going to nullify him. If he lets him get some space on him, they're going to get clearances quite give him a heap of trouble.
CW coach Wayne Cap with you on Game Face today. A chance for Iesi, couldn't take the footy, had to be the tackler, slips to Potts, and then there's a hurry kick close to the boundary, out of bounds on the full from Marshall. I think that's the fourth one from Pines. Back into play, short kick, from Drabowski comes off, and Mitch Hallahan, who's kicked 7 goals, takes a nice mark on his chest and right half forward.
Otzi was left on his own there, just ball watching, and Hallahan's just slotted into the space. They've got to get better at that. They can't let a class player like that loose.
38 goals from their midfield this year. The Hockey was 44, Corbett 10 from the forwards. Playing with the midfielders have seemed to contribute.
Yeah.
7 of them. It's a good looking kick off the boot. It's got the carry from the former AFL player. And Sorrento are on the board with the first major. And it's taken 10 minutes. 117 Pines yet to score on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. And they deserve that goal, Wayne.
Oh, they did. It's a pretty even contest. It's been played between the arcs a fair bit. But as I was just alluding to, I wouldn't be allowing any of the forwards, the midfields, to run in unattended like that. And you know, they've just got to make sure that they've got those blokes covered. They're going to be dangerous. They're going to hit the scoreboard. And don't pay them enough attention and respect.
Came out of the centre, again good tackling. And that was Jacobson laying a ripper on Di Pasquale. The umpire said, I'll throw it up as a free kick. Bo Henry just is under the pump here, giving away so much height and strength to Loudon that he's going to infringe on a few occasions today, I would have thought. And Loudon will be the recipient. Back edge of the centre square, the former Hawthorn and Adelaide AFL player. Played 1 game with the Hawks, kicked 3 goals in Launceston and didn't play again. In short to another former Hawk, Mitch Hallahan. Also won a listed medal with the Box Hill Hawks. He's on the wing on the outer side. He looks to tiptoe around his opponent in Delmo. It wasn't a great kick, but it wobbles cleverly out towards Falk. And now there's a chance as they drive it forward. High kick from Sorrento towards full forward. He's bouncing through. It's a goal. It's a magnificent goal. And on that occasion, getting a long ball, Walker kicks his 4th goal of the season. Good shepherding in the goal square. And it got away from the one-on-one contest. They've kicked 2 in a minute, Sorrento. And they started well here. 2-1-13 Pines yet to score. 12 minutes played. Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Great goal, Michael Walker.
That started again from Mitch Hallahan in the middle. He was allowed to get loose. He just waltzed around the man on the mark and got it inside 50. And they did the job. It was a great goal.
Excellent start here. Loudon taps it down again. Working hard, Di Pasquale paddles to his own advantage. Number of opponents around him. Getting in the road is Hendry. His hand pass though got run down on the wing on the outer side. Picked up by Potts. Freezer hand pass now to McDermott. McDermott under the pump. Worried out of it by Matt King. Does well for Sorrento. Inside attacking 50 for Pines on the beach end on the far side. It'll be thrown over.
Great work by Matt King there. He was under the pump and McDermott had to sit. He was able to get his hand on the ball and force that stoppage. Really good defensive work.
Left down. No one can get a clean possession. On getting doing the ruck work. There's a shove in the back against Di Pasquale. McDermott's a classy finisher, we know that. He'll look to play on, drive it long to full forward. Big fist away by Ethan King. Potter there, can't get a possession, and it's handballed through for a rush behind. And Jai Lloyd was the one that escorts it home, and Pines has their first score, second score, 2 behind. Sorrento 2-1-13, 13 played in the opening quarter on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Back into play. Sorrento straight down the middle, plenty of distance on the kick, and easy. Outmarks 2 opponents who are in front of him, wearing the long sleeves for Sorrento. Takes the mark, delivers to the outer wing, not a great kick. Bird will run onto it though, but then he overruns it, coming back Purcell. Makes a good contest, opportunity lost for the Sharks. Close to the boundary, it spills out of bounds between wing and half forward, so just a fumble there as Sorrento are away again. They're getting some free ball, mate.
Yeah, that was a really good exit from their defence. And, you know, in the middle of the ground, I easily took that mark from the kick out. And he let himself down with the kick there, and they could have been right out, but unfortunately, they went behind it.
Play doing the ruck work is off for Sorrento. Henry beats him. Kick towards the wing. Jacobson again out of the field to beat if he couldn't take the mark, but he's tackling at ground level very good. The youngster from Pines holds it up just outside the circles, and it'll be thrown out. So it's thrown up, and and it's taken quickly by Bo Henry. Wobbly ball towards half forward. Up goes, well, they couldn't take the mark on this occasion. Tucker, quick kick inside 50 for the Pines. Bongetti had a couple around him, he laying an egg. He was pushed off the footy, I thought, when he didn't have it. Potter, very reliable, gets a quick hand pass out on the up. Good play, Di Pasquale, taken by Gladman at half back. Delivers now to Easy. They're on the spread. Oh, he turns his opponent, John, around way too easily. Has a bounce. Front head centre square, Easy, inside 50. No mark, Hallahan spills to the back. Can't be picked up on this occasion by Coates. Hallahan is tackled, loses control. The defence good. Boswell gets it out, and eventually they can slow it down through Wilcox, who makes it half back.
Pines have got to get some support down there for Bongetti and Edwards. The ball's coming in, it's fine, and then they're finding themselves outnumbered, and Sorrento are just doing it easy and creating a real attack from the defence.
Wilcox gets it to the wing off hands. Good play, Ethan King. Eventually got it out to Gladman. Kicks inside 50, almost a one-hander to Baholke, and he's so good, isn't he, at just using his strength, and he gets a free kick. Opposed to Fisher, and he has a chance to kick his first goal of the day and 45th of the season. There was some doubt about his fitness. He runs around, he snaps, he hits the post. The inside right-hand goal post, he rushed the kick, and a bit of pushing and shoving, as Guy Hendry says, suffering your jocks, as we know. No love lost Wayne between the Hendrys and Lee Baholke.
No, they let each other know what they think too. But I think Baholke was pretty lucky getting that free kick. That was a soft free kick.
Yes, Matt?
Just quickly, with thanks to Superstar, we've noticed James Hallahan.
You got an email about 3 minutes ago.
Great to have Meg with us. Kick inside 50 from Sorrento from the boundary throw-in, and it came from the boot of Bird off hands through from behind. 2-3-15 to 1 behind Pines, and we've played 16 minutes in the opening quarter on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Looking back into play, Boswell, those orange boots so important in the grand final last year. Kicked the winning goal, kicks down the line. Mark taken by Ace, skids it along the turf. Potts has to break a tackle. Nearly got run down, kicks towards the wing, great use of the body, Bongetti. Plays on quickly, outmanoeuvred Lloyd, kicks towards Edwards, gets it on the bounce. Couldn't take it cleanly, picked up by the Hamilton Parker. Parker a high ball, goes with the flight, no mark taken. Good tackling again by Sorrento, their defence is holding up nicely. Luke Brigden, one of their good defenders, ensures that Bongetti couldn't get away on that occasion. And it's thrown up again at half forward. Tap down. Close to the boundary. White is claiming it was out of bounds on the full for the Pines. In front of those beautiful gum trees that exist here at Carr Street. Half forward on the outer side into attack. The Pines who need a goal. Each end of the ground.
Pines are really battling when they're going forward. The Sorrento defence is doing an awesome job. I just think Paddy should be really working on getting some numbers down there to help the big boys out.
At the road, Di Pasquale picked up crumbs, a high kick came from Trapolsky towards the wing. Loudon couldn't take the mark, he went to Spoil, picked up by Purcell, who runs out of room as he attempts to shake a tackle for Pines, thrown back into play. Slightly attacking side of the wing for the Pines. One of the prime mates that we didn't refrain his name in football. This neck of the woods, run back into play. The youngster does well to bring it to ground pro for Sorrento. Loose ball comes out. High kick by Waterson inside 50. Bongetti from behind takes an excellent mark, a seesawing mark. Nice kick into the hot spot from Waterson and Pines. And from behind, an excellent mark taken.
That was a great kick to the hot spot, as you said, Dan, and Bongetti, given half a chance, will always take those, and I'm sure he'll swap this one through. Interesting to see that Loudon doesn't come off, he's resting forward, so that proves a little bit of a matchup problem for Pines as that goal goes through.
They needed that. Bongo to kick the goal in every game he's played this year, make it 13 for the season as he's fires it home from 35 out, virtually directly in front. 117 Pines, Sorrento 2-3-15. Bendigo Bank scoreboard, more than just a bank. We'll lead 8 points at the 19-minute mark. Good game of footy, Wayne.
It is, yeah. Pines needed that goal. It seemed like Sorrento had real control, although it's only 8 points of difference. The forward entries by Pines haven't been that great. That was a ripper.
Matt?
before play gets underway. We had Meg Katinsky go down to see what the go was with James Hallahan. He's getting the knee strapped at the moment. We don't think he's going to be on to end this quarter, but could see him back in action in the second quarter. We think they've missed him this quarter with his leadership. Hopefully he can get back on the field soon, thanks to Sue's locker.
Guy Hendry defends well, got it out to Daniel John, and then tried to kick it to Purcell. Kicked it in front of him, and then he got taken over the boundary in a pretty good tackle by Oezy on the wing on the outer side. So Pine's starting to get some run, although they're going a bit wide with their delivery at the moment. It's tossed back into play, and Crow knocks it down, taking on the tackle, and going nowhere. Always waiting for the Quamies, and generally takes them cleanly. Goes Di Pasquale. Can't get a clean possession there. Open-handed slap by John. They're leading the rucking around Pines at the moment. Picked up on the scoot. Di Pasquale tried to take on McDermott. Confronted front on McDermott, the free kick. We know he's dangerous. Goes for the little pass. He did well to lower the eyes, and White takes the mark at centre half forward, 45 from goal. White will go in short again. This is loose marking by Sorrento, and chipping in is Marshall.
Di Pasquale's holding his hands out, saying to his teammates, "Where was my support?" There should have been a block on him there at the back of that stoppage.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Just a bit loose, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They were betwixt and between. Caught no man's land.
It's the assist of Ludwig's goal from the grand final last year, Lockie Marshall.
Yes.
He kicked this one.
That'll be important. One of the hard nuts in the side. Slight angle. 45-hour wobbly kick as they got the carry, not quite. Big fists. They find the boundary line to Sorrento defence. In fact, they find the behind line. I thought it had gone out of bounds, but just through for behind. Sneaking home. 1-2-8 Pines. Sorrento 2-3-15. Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 21 gone opening quarter. Game faces match of the day. Skybar Stadium.
Same play down the middle of the ground.
Yeah, it can be a bit predictable times. Loudon brings it to the ground. Missed by Trabalski, goes in again. Good contest. Jacobson front end centre screen for Pines. Scrapping like a junkyard dog. Ensures it goes nowhere in a hurry, and it'll be thrown up. Well done by John. He wins it down, but at the back of the square, taken by Trabalski. His kick though is slammed down. Purcell's been good at handball to Potts. Potts in short now. Now they keep going. Good mark. Taken by Purcell as he handballs towards Potts. Potts kicks along inside 50. Mark not taken. Edwards sharking goal! Aaron Edwards window shopping, kicks around the body to Big Azza. And his team all of a sudden are within a point. Close to quarter time Pines, 2-2-14, Sorrento 2-3-15, 22 played, Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
That was a great entry. The ball put out the back up there to get Potts. Potts took his full 15 metres and sent it right into the top of the square where Edwards was good enough to get the crumbs, and he doesn't miss those. He's a class player, and he's going to be a real handful down there for Sorrento.
Starting to have a major influence now. Luke Potts kicked out towards half forward. Oezy couldn't take the mark, and it came from Falk. Now a hand pass on the run, a flying shot. Misses everything out of bounds on the full. Gladman got the hand pass out, and the flying shot came from young Patrick Hall. So he took it on the outside. Good running, he couldn't swing it around enough. Still a 1 point lead to Sorrento. 23 gone. He's back into play. Loudon not plunking his mark. Spinning by. Good play by Boswell to socket it along the turf. In fact, he socketed it with an elevation. It's out of bounds on the full. Not sure about that. Trabalski takes the free kick and gets the fifth. Out of bounds on the full from Pines in that same spot at half back. And he gets it cut off by Guy Hendry. He's in short to Boswell. They love the orange boots, the Pines boys. Two of them combining there. High kick from Boswell, he tops it a bit towards the wing, Loudon underneath it, fisted away at the drop McDermott. McDermott does well, handballs back to Boswell. Boswell slams it long, dangerous territory, wobbly ball towards centre half forward. Edwards on the burst, can't quite control it. With him Brinkton, Brinkton lost him. Edwards then loses the ball and the tackle goes to ground, holding the ball, free kick. Just
noticed behind the play there that Guy Hendry ended up on the ground holding his ribs, and Holt just looking a little bit suspicious about it.
No doubt about that, as Hallahan plays on quickly. Handballs to Oezy, bouncing ball, open goal. Misses to the left-hand side as Hallahan got some open run on that outer side. Yeah, wherever Luke Maholke is, there's always Lee Maholke is, there's something going on, and he shoved Guy Hendry in the face. Was it an open hand or was it a bit more of an elbow? We'll keep an eye on that one. Big fist. As the kick came out, flying Pines, they cleared the fence in 50. Well, that's a lovely fist finding the boundary from Will Tucker.
Guy Hendry is not a wallflower either, and he'll go.
You think Lee will be moving off, mate?
Mate, the most chatty team I've ever seen.
Yes, I'll talk to you a bit more about that. They didn't like it. Throw Hendry out of the ruck, does well to get it to Parker, and then Parker switches to the outer wing just inside the centre square. Brandon Lewis takes the mark. He lowers the eyes. Oh, the mark was dropped. It should have been taken. But in the end, Wilcox throws it on the boot, kicks inside 50. Bongetti couldn't take the mark. Going in hard, Di Pasquale straight towards Parker. Held up and attack. He should have been holding the ball. Luke Loudon threats a hand pass to Potter. He farms a long hand pass out wide. Good play by Walker. He got the hand pass out the direction of Matt King. Kicks to the wind. Guy Hendry attacks it hard. Good hand pass on the up to Potts. Potts kicks beautifully. And he finds Marshall just in front of the Sorrento coaching dugout. On the wing, 1 point lead. Pines have kicked the last two. 2 point lead it is. Sorrento 16. Pines 14. Kicks down the line to half forward. Bongetti can't mark it. Spills to the back. Jabrowski overruns it. Gets some support. Ethan King. Loudon a hand pass. Taken comfortably. Di Pasquale didn't go the required distance. Into a lot of trouble there is Tucker. Well held up in a Barfoot tackle, providing good forward pressure. Barfoot gets it now for Pines. Handballs very quickly. This way, that away. Bongetti as he received it from Delmo. But his left foot kick goes out of bounds on the fall, and the pressure is right up, Wayne.
Oh, it is. It's a great game of footy here. The momentum seems to be swinging back and forth. It seems like Pines are back on top at the moment, but the Sorrento boys just keep chipping away at it.
Good kick towards the wing, punched down by Guy Hendry at the drop. Potter, may have been, Potts I should say, may have been taken high.
I think they've got to do something about Potts. He's racking up the possessions and just allowed to run free. He kills them at stoppages.
Tried to get the boot to ball in the ruck contest, Guy Hendry. He's really putting up a good show against Loudon. He's doing everything he can to put Loudon off his game, and Loudon not really having the influence that I thought he might in regard to taking marks.
No, he's had a quiet one so far. I'm sure he'll get himself into the match.
The tap down Loudon, but read best by Delmo. Kicks inside 50! And a great mark to the Pines. They're starting to get on top. Edwards got in front, used that ample frame, put the backside out and said, I'm going to mark this. And all you had to do was get a chaos ball in from the ruck stoppage, and that's exactly what Delmo did.
Well, Brigden doesn't seem to have the strength to go with Aaron at the moment, and if you give him front spot, if you're not strong enough, he's going to get you every time. And as I said, a class player, and he'll make the most of this opportunity, I'm sure.
Slight angle, 25 metres out. Aaron Edwards kicks the goal. He's kicked 2, Big Azza. 10 for the season. Hasn't kicked more than 2 in a game yet. He's coming back from injury at the start of the year. You look at Paddy Swain, he's got a nice smile on his face. And they were in trouble early, but they kicked the last 3. 3-2 20 Pines. Sorrento 2-4 16. Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and the goal kickers for Pines. 2 to Edwards and 1 to Bongetti. Their 2 key forwards for Sorrento, 1 each to Walker and Hallahan. And we know that Luke Maholke hit the post. And what?
They've done all right to stem the flow, but they only kicked 2 goals. So I think that's a bit of a stretch, but they were allowed to loss in there a couple of times.
We did praise Brigden's performance on Aaron Edwards, but Aaron Edwards did kick a couple of goals as it slapped out. That was almost a throw by Luke Loudon. It was on the ground. It's rolled forward, but the wrong way for the Sorrento team as Pines have it half forward on the outer side, close to the boundary, working very, very hard. Coming the other way is Di Pasquale. He gets accosted, but again Sorrento have a chance. A high kick in front of the Brian Mates Pavilion. Bouncing ball, trying to track it, Guy Hendry. Fed a hand pass out. Good play to Boswell. You heard Boswell's voice. Kicks into the middle of the ground. The mark is taken. Oh, it wasn't taken by Delmo. And then he got run down from behind by Easy. Don't know whether it was prior opportunity, but the umpire gave it to Easy. Kicks inside 50. No mark taken. Court lost his opponent. Good hand pass. James Hallahan's back on. He's limping. Got it to brother Mitch. Mitch kicks inside 50. Court was knocked to ground. Here's a Paholke. Open goal. Money for Jam for the superstar. And he kicks another one. He's first today.
That's just what Pines didn't want. Geez, I've been impressed with Iezi. He's getting out on his own, and they seem to be looking for him, and he hasn't let him down once yet. He's a danger player for them, and Pines got to respect him. He's able to move the ball quickly in there, and that was another instance of Pines Sorrento getting it in quickly. Oh, hello.
Presenting some free kick.
Oh, they've fallen for the 3-card trick. Fair dinkum, they've fallen for the 3-card trick. He would have got in their face, and I didn't see it, but there would have been a reactionary remark or a reactionary, I suppose, gesture from the Pines. And he's having a lovely time, the great man. He's gone back, he's just shown it to the Pines players and said, "This is my ball, try to take this off me." He just loves it, he is the showman.
This is what I'm talking about with getting in their face and the chatter. You know, it's working for them today.
So 2 in a minute, he misses. And the pushing and shoving. And this game is just starting to ignite a bit. Sorrento by 3 points on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 3-5-23 to 3-2-20. As Boswell tries to draw a man, his handball over the top was as untidy as you're likely to see. Hurried kick by towards Guy Hendry on the wing. He can't take it cleanly. Players going down left, right and centre, and it'll be thrown back into play. Really tough contest at the moment. Still half forward for Sorrento at the beach end. They hold a 3-point advantage. Early goal this quarter. Bo Hendry was pulled off that by Luke Loudon. That should have been a free kick. And then another free kick's given. He's not happy, Bo Hendry. He's given away a free kick and 50 metres because he's gobbed off.
They've got to settle down here.
They do. No doubt they do, Wayne. This is starting to get out of hand for them.
Yeah, they're falling into the old 3-card trick here, and the experienced players are letting them down.
So Shannon Gladman will get the 50 metres. I wouldn't say that's 50 metres. He's 25 metres out on a slight angle, and this will hurt if he manages to kick this goal. Shannon Gladman has kicked the goal.
They've got to tidy up their discipline.
They do.
They're lucky that it's not another goal. They're lucky that Paholke missed that one beforehand. But they've given away now 2 free kicks inside 50 and 50-metre penalties. Short patch swaying with the seeding down there with that. And a couple of the older blokes who should know a bit better. Hopefully cooler heads will prevail and they can settle down.
Bo Hendry just gives you 150%. The adrenaline pumps at times.
Yeah, well, that's a natural instinct.
It is. Tap down. Hallahan, magnificent. Rose it again, Mitch Hallahan. Oh, he's your man, Wayne. He takes the mark at left half forward. Wheels in board, kicks it low and flat. Great one-hander. Breaking it in, Guy Hendry circumvents it. 15 metres out from the goal, they're defending at the C end. In short to his brother, Bo Hendry from Guy Hendry. I do get them confused at times. I don't think Gordo does. He clears defensive 50 with a terrible kick. It's missed by White. Mitch Hallahan receives the hand pass, gets it to Gladman. Gladman upended as he kicks long to full forward, 3-on-1 against. There wasn't much James Hallahan could do. It looks like he'll play out of the goal square, but he looks very proppy indeed. 4-6-30 Sorrento, 3-2-20 Pines. The margin 10 points at the 5-minute mark on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Back into play Boswell. High kick towards the half-back flank. On the commentary side, at ground level. Good roving there by Tucker. Got the hand pass out to Falk. Falk kicks inside 50. Big fist Fisher. Rove though brilliantly by Di Pasquale. Again he punched it to the wrong side, Fisher, and Di Pasquale rode, but they're not making the most of their opportunities. They're peppering, he misses behind. He should have kicked that 4-7-31, 3-2-20, margin 11 points.
Yeah, they'll be ruining a couple of missed opportunities, Sorrento. They're dominating, you know, this game could swing back in Pines' favour, and they'll be really spewing about those big easy misses.
Big kick Boswell, good contest Barfoot, brings it to ground, but still attacking side of the wing for Sorrento. It'll be thrown up. Volsky on the bottom of the pack there for the Sharks. Gladman in there as well. Loudon can't get in. The big body of Hendry does well. Hurry kick comes out of the pack, good play by Delmo. Bouncing ball over the head of Bongetti. Oh, gee, that was pretty tough by Jai Lloyd. He wore that, didn't he? And then Potter, welcome back to senior footy, Potty, on the bottom of the pack. It'll be holding the ball, but I couldn't see how he could get rid of that. We had a bird's eye, two players all around him like a cheap suit. Barford wins it, gets it to Potts. He gets straight, kicks to half forward, and a magnificent one-hander intercepting it centre half back by Mitch Hallahan, who, like Potts, is having a huge influence on this game. He switches to the outer side of the ground. Bird has got it now. He lowers the eyes and in short. A good mark taken by the big fella Loud in front of the pavilion. Loud thought about a hand pass at close quarters. He elects to go there. Jai Lloyd launches long to half forward. Easy. Good contest at ground level. Chance to be rogue. Missed by Hall. Going in hard Drapolsky. Taken in a tackle. Back to Hall. He dropped that. That's going to be a free kick. Good tackling. Just putting your teammates under the pump. The pressure's on. And the defensive side of the centre square. Free kick to go to Jacobson. At half-back for the Pines, who trail at the moment by 11 points. He switches half-back out of side, Boswell. Always uses the ball well. Turns Corb inside out. Goes on the left. Gets a little skin ball out towards Lewis. Gets bumped off it by Ethan King and over the boundary line.
I don't think Pines will be happy with the way they exited there. They had 2v1 on the outside of the ground. Boswell was able to get possession and turned inside. Probably maybe should have turned on the outside where he had more space.
Boundary throw, Loudon again. Nice open-handed slap. Hall was at the coal face. Immediately wrapped up in a tackle for Sorrento. Thrown up again. On the wing. Loudon the tap. Hallahan spins through Mitch Hallahan. He bursts off an attempted tackle. Kicks inside 50 up. Paholke up. Oh, he's going to be paid a free kick if not the mark. Fisher was caught behind. He just draped an arm over the shoulder. Paholke nearly had the mark, but not quite. But he'll take that free kick.
It's hard to be a defender, mate. What else could he do there?
And he almost ran into Cole Jacobson then. He'll go in short to Iese, who takes the mark. Got a metre in front of Potts, and that's a good matchup because we know Potts likes to zone off, doesn't he? And if you get him playing one-on-one, it's not the favoured position for Potts.
No, for sure. That was a great bit of play. Hallahan, ruck tap out by Loudon to Hallahan. Hallahan long indirect to Paholke.
Iese, they need to kick this. They're completely dominating the game at the beach end in the first 8 minutes. And they've increased the lead to 17 points. It's 5-7-37 to 3-2-20. Margin out to 17 points, as I said, and they've kicked 3 goals, 3, and Pines have not added. So what would be going through a coach's mind when the momentum is against them at the moment, as it is for Pines?
Yeah, it's a hard thing to stop because, you know, teams get the confidence building and, you know, the momentum's really tough. It's probably just man on man now, just really make a few stoppages and seem to get it back on their terms.
Back in the middle, they win a stoppage. Delmo to Bo Hendry. He kicks the half forward and Bongetti gets out in front and takes the mark. That was better play. Nice kick, Bo Hendry. Bongetti on the left. He's a beautiful kick. Parker too long for him. Edwards couldn't rake it in either. And out of bounds in the forward pocket.
They need a goal to steady the ship here, Pines. That was a good entry. And they've got it now with stoppage in there.
Seagulls everywhere here. Crowd below us. 17-point advantage. Back into play. Back to the front, young Crow. Potter there. And trying to hack it out of mid-air. They come up with something special with White. Control it out of bounds on the full against Pines. Di Pasquale, been very good for Sorrento so far. Will take the free kick in the back pocket.
Pines want to force him up the line here.
Di Pasquale will, towards the half-back flank, and from behind, Boswell nearly to mark, brought down to ground level. White was there at the front of the pack, unfortunately he wasn't able to get a decent possession. He's out about 60 metres around for the goal. The Pines are attacking and they need one here. 3-2-20 was the scoring quarter time. Sorrento had 3-3 in 11 minutes of footy. Bendigo Bank scoreboard 5-7-37. From behind, tapped down by young Crow to Sorrento. Going nowhere in a hurry as Potter lays a very good tackle on the big body White. He's thrown up again, 55 metres from goal. Sean gets it down. On the outside, Di Pasquale grabs it, kicks to the wing, but only as far as Bo Hendry. He'll switch to brother Guy. Backhead centre square. Guy Henry with the footy now, but they're forced to slow down. Sorrento like this. He will switch to the outer side again. It's better play, and Ben Thomas takes the mark. He's at half back now. He will drive Pines down the Brian Mace Pavilion side of the ground. No one can mark. Good play by Parker. It falls to him, gets the handball to Boswell on the outside. Launches long to full forward. Edwards a couple to beat Brigden from behind. Did well to control it at ground level. He's a good defender, young Brigden. Sweeps a long hand pass out. It misses the target of Ethan King. And then in the road is Parker. Loses control of it. Now they have it again. Hurried kick comes from Jabrowski. And he kicks it out of bounds on the fall.
Down back for Potter there was amazing. He helped his teammate out. They were under the pump and they were able to clear it out. They were in trouble.
Careful kick by Thomas. Kicks to half forward. Mark not taken. Off hands. One again by Hall. One of the hard nuts in the middle for Sorrento. Got it to the biggest hard nut in Hallahan, who just scrambles a kick out of the contest. Another out of bounds on the full. I reckon that's 8 on that far side so far today, Wayne.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in this game, particularly at that side of the ground for some reason, but Pines seem to be slowed it down a lot now and it's stemmed the flow a bit.
Guy Henry brings it back. He squares it to Potts, kicks down the line, waiting behind mark, taken by Boswell. Plays on quickly, maybe for his touch off the side of the boot. Underneath it, no mark taken by Sorrento. And it's a loose ball, and it'll be cleared nicely by Ethan King. King gets a hurried kick towards the wing to Conza, was a player that couldn't take the mark before. Attacking it hard as court. Gets a hand pass off to D. Pasquale, and now he finds Mitch Hallahan's got the footy on the string. Mitch Hallahan has the ball now, on the wing, delivers over the top. Ash is on him and not really having much of an influence. Got it to Matt King, who got brought down by Bo Hendry, who again gives a godful to the Sorrento bench. He who laughs loudest, Bo. Good play by Potts, wins at ground level. Handball to Boswell, full pass to Bongetti on the wing. They need to get going now, Pines. Left foot kick on the burst, Barfoot. Does he get a good bounce? He does. He loves the goal. Barfoot on the left, curls it and hits the post flush.
I like the way Pines played this game around. They slowed it down, and now they seem to wrestle back a bit of their centre.
23-21, 5-7-37. Both teams have hit the post. Brigden back into play with an untidy kick. I don't get some strength. Luke Brigden, his defence is his strength is his defensive spoils. The bobbles out of bounds for a boundary throwing to stop each one and side attacking 50. Pines at the Car Street end. In a goal, they've now scored 3 goals to none in the first 15 minutes of this term. Boundary throwing, punch to the front. Rowe though, good kick inside 50 Bongetti. Edwards is there under the pump from Luke Brigden. Then a quick hand pass comes out from the Cons, have been okay. Got it very close to the boundary. Ethan King taken over and a tackle. Just dislodged and Will Tucker and Barfoot getting involved in a bit of an exchange. Tempers are throwing a bit. Played 14 minutes in this quarter. Boundary throwing. Loudon leans in, trying to rove. Hand pass comes out. Quick kick up in the air in the mine shaft from Delmo. Taken away. High kick towards the wing by Tucker for Sorrento, or half back I should say. Thought maybe Waterson was in the back of an opponent for the Pines. Right on the attack, 50-55 and goal. And it'll be thrown up.
Loudon's back on now. He's been on for about 6 or 7 minutes, and it was interesting to see that Pines really got on top of the stoppages.
John doing the ruck work. He's trying to maybe unsettle Loudon. John there, but we've got Henry there occasionally. Got Getty, Bo Hendry.
Yeah, well, Bo seems to have dropped back now. He's taken on, and John's taking all the ruck work.
There's Loudon there, sharks it backwards, and Ethan King stopped like he was shot as he's claimed the ground, and a good tackle placed on him by Jacobson right on attacking 50 for the Pines.
We've also put Guy Hendry on our easy. I recognise it is.
Play by Luke Bowden as the kick came out of the pack for Sorrento from Will Tucker. Makes valuable meterage, finds the boundary in front of the Pines coaching dugout. Yet to score a goal this quarter. John beaten by Loudon, taps to the back. He was grabbed, and he got grabbed immediately, Delmo, and thrown up on the wing. Another stoppage. Luke Loudon again, tried to tap it. Red vest by Brandon Lewis. Got his arms free in a tackle. Handballs now to Marshall. Wobbly kick to half forward. Fisted away, Bongetti goes to ground in a good contest he's having with Lloyd. At ground level, Big White is there. He gets taken in a tackle. Potter is very reliable. Gets the hand pass out. And then a teammate is brought to ground, Drabowski. And then eventually it comes back now. Hurried kick, comes from Sorrento, down the line, a big mark taken by Guy Hendry, fourth in line, and he's able to stop supply. Scoring is slowed down, Pines down by 16 points. Kicks towards half forward, Barfoot underneath it, spinning by Parker, does well to road. He zigzags inside, on the left, Harley Parker! Goal of the day, magnificent! That should ignite the Pines. Brilliant play by Parker. He zigzagged on the left, and gee, to say they needed that is the understatement of the century. Pines 4-3-27, Sorrento 5-7-37, 18 minutes in the second quarter. I do get excited, Wayne. I hope I'm not spraying.
No, you're right.
A 10-point lead for Sorrento. 18 play.
Got the umbrella up. No, that was great play. And Pines credit, they've been able to stop the flow of run that Sorrento had earlier in the quarter. They've slowed the game down. Now they've swung it back in their terms, and that's a great reward and a really good running goal to get the scores back to 10 points difference.
Loudon working hard, indefatigable on the ruck at the moment, wins it down. Good tackle placed by Mitch Hallahan, attacking side of the centre square. If people look at it, indefatigable means timeless. Thrown up. Luke Loudon the tap. Red vest though by Delmo of Pines. He drives towards half forward. Matt King underneath it. Couldn't take the mark. Hand pass comes out from Tom McDermott. Got buffeted off it. One back by Matt King for Sorrento, switching cleverly. Nice kick, and he finds a teammate third has been solid. Off half back, Alex third. Low flat pass to the wing. Underneath it, no mark taken. Guy Hendry stands his ground, did well. And then a hand pass comes out brilliantly. Good play by Marshall. After Walker couldn't take the mark, he had a couple of good tackles from the commentary position. Got it to Guy Hendry, back to Marshall. A nice little pass making out in front Jacobson. Jacobson spins it now to centre half forward, and the Liz McDermott marks. 55 from goal, probably a kick in a bit out. He will square it up looking for Edwards. Not a great kick. Brigden does well to knock it to ground. 2-on-1 against him. Close to the boundary, Delmo there to lend Edwards support, and it's taken over the boundary. Again, probably not the right option by McDermott. Might have been better suited Wayne to kick it towards the goal square.
They got themselves really out of trouble here and weaved through traffic to get McDermott into a really good position. And I think they'd be disappointed with the outcome there. I probably would have gone more to the top of the square than out wide.
Bongetti wins the ruck contest, throws it on the boot, squeezes it through from behind from 40 to Car Street end. So they're doing a bit of attacking and scoring now. 18 or 19 minute mark, 4-4-28 Pines, 5-7-37 Sorrento. Bendigo Bank scoreboard, more than just a bank, 3 goals to 1 in favour of the Sharks. Well, they haven't kicked one since the 5-minute mark of the quarter. High kick back into play. John knocks to the front of the pack. And good play by Lewis to read it best, but then he gets absolutely the centre back. They're going nowhere in a hurry and throwing up the tackling side of the wing.
Looks like they put Corey Ash doing a hard tag on Mitch Hallahan.
John leans in and wins it, but the Ladman runs away from the contest. Gets around a would-be tackler, wobbles inside 50 for Sorrento. Paholke couldn't mark it, knocks it to ground, and Bo Henry just brings him to ground and says, take that. Then a hurried kick comes out of the pack. Good play, and Paholke into an open goal. Kicks the goal, and he'll go back to Bo Henry and say, well, bad luck, son, because good play to Konza. Picked up a loose ball and just kicked over the top. And good play by Lee Paholke to be there on the end of it, despite being put to ground unceremoniously by Big Bo Hendry. 6-7-43 Sorrento. Paholke has 2. Pines 4-4-28, and we've played 20 minutes in the second quarter on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Yes, Plugger?
It's very fiery out there, and not just on the field. A couple of players coming off to the bench, and a fair bit said from Luke Tapscott. We're not going to see the people we have heard, but there's a fair bit in this game, guys, and a fair bit of stick being thrown away at Boswell from the bench.
It's interesting with the 2 benches so close together and the interchange in the middle. As soon as I saw these being built, I thought, oh, this could be interesting in a few games. Yeah, I love it.
Terrific game of footy. Big Glenn's in the middle of it. He loves it too. We know the big fella's been in the ring before too. High kick inside 50. No one can take the mark. Cleared out of defence comfortably by Pines. And a quick kick towards the boundary from four of them. So not to him so far. And it goes out of bounds on the floor. And the free kick will be with Travolsky. He's at half forward. Another one in the orange boots. Kicks it low and flat. Inside 50. No mark taken. Big Loud now resting down in the forward line. Had to bend down a long way to grab that, he couldn't. And it's taken out of defence by Lewis. Lewis kicks again on the half volley, misses the target. McDermott loses his man. Runs onto the ball now, the Wiesman runs out of room on that outer wing. Shoot Travolsky. It was a great pickup on the burst.
I think they need a bit more from McDermott. He hasn't really done much.
North Melbourne Bear Colts going to be loving this contest right before their game later this afternoon.
15-point lead. Boundary throwing. John caught, both slip over. Two ruck combatants. And then there's another ball up as Lewis was tangled with by Travolsky. Boundary too from that outer wing. Red Onion doing a wonderful job today too. Looking after the camera work for us. Great partners of Game Face during the MPNFL season. And it will be thrown back into play.
Looks like Pines have dropped an extra man back. Oh, it's been picked up now. Yeah, maybe just to try to stem the flow a little bit. Let's see it up.
Tucked down again. And there's a young fellow winning the ruck contest in the road.
He's doing a good job.
He is. And it was drummed by Marshall, but as is the case, he can't get a clean possession because they're tackled immediately. Mitch Hallahan, like a bull at a gate, tries to burst through. He's got two opponents around him, needs two to bring him to ground. He gets some support from teammates. Pons is one of those. Two youngsters, and Crode as well, helping big Mitch out. Quite a crowd there. In front of this, underneath the Ryan Mace Pavilion, out of sight of Skybus Stadium in Frankston. John taps it down. Trying to get through Jacobson, might have caught one high too, caught one in the mush. 4 goals to 1 for Sorrento this quarter. They trailed by 4 points at quarter time, in margin of 15. 23 gone in the second term, close to half time. Trying to burst through again was Marshall. Hand pass comes out from Ash, and it turned over. Hurry kick by Bird. Bird kicks Sorrento towards half forward. Going with the flight, both players, one of them was Walker, couldn't take it. It spills out to Gladman. Gladman flying shot towards the beach end. Misses to the left-hand side behind. Simon Goosey will be with us for the second half. Wayne Cap's done a magnificent job of this first half, and again it would be great to get the insights of current coaches in the MPNFL, and it's been a fascinating first half of footy, and Sorrento have weathered the storm, Cappy, I would have thought.
Yeah, that would have been a big goal. That really could have put some space between them and Pines, and I'm sure that Tapscott will be stealing it didn't go through, but they're going to get another opportunity, I'm sure.
Potts back into play, great mate Bongetti. Travels from South Ranger training, South Mining out of the northern suburbs of Melbourne. On the left, kicks towards the wing. Here's big DJ, Daniel John, premiership player. Takes a good strong mark on the wing. Doing some ruck work at the moment. And that's got to be 50 according to Barfoot, because Matty King was a bit lazy the way through that back. He reckons Barfoot deliberately got in the road. I reckon it should have been 50 in the letter of the law. Oh, he kicks towards Marshall. The drop it he should have taken. Corp comes in and suckers it away. Luckily Fisher's there to clean up. Has a bit of a fumble. Handballs to Guy Hendry. Tops it long indiscriminately towards the wing. Catch that, someone. Well done, Jacobson, to knock it to the ground. Hallahan just shrugs out of a tackle. What a hand pass out. His teammate is slumming a tackle. And that was Ethan King. Good tackling. And Jacobson, as his teammate getting the free kick, Lewis. He was trying to play on, he's got to go over the mark. The umpire's lost control of this for the moment. Handballs to Potts behind. Potts will kick inside 50, through the hands of Bongetti. Edwards is there, can't take it. Brigden goes to ground. Well done, Luke Brigden. Socket off the ground by White. Cleared though by Brigden, he throws it on the boot. Spiral punts it, almost a good mark. The finger breaker not taken by Marshall. And then good play by Walker to pick up the loose ball. Drives it to the wing. The right pitch comes in the direction of Guy Hendry. Feeds a hand pass to Potts. Potts swivels around an opponent. Does well to kick towards the middle of the ground. Mark was dropped by Boswell, not having one of his best days. Easy's on his hammer. Then lays a good tackle. The turnover comes. Mitch Hallahan swivels out of the tackle. Handballs now to the Conza. The Conza kicks longer, full forward, waiting back Loudon. Can't take the mark. Good contest with Bo Hendry. Two heavyweights, and in the end, Bo has to rush it through for a behind, and does.
They look a bit rattled at the moment, Pines. They're dropping some easy marks, making some skill errors which are playing right into Sorrento's hands, and Sorrento are composed enough to take advantage of it.
Boyle back into play, heads to the outer side of the ground, good kick, and stretching out Lewis, hasn't been their worst. Marks at half back for the Pythons. On the outer side, they're heading to the Car Street end, Bronchetti up way too early, got to be a free kick. Got to be a free kick. And his opponent's done a great job, Lloyd, an unsung young defender. He's short now, and this is King. Matt King's been good. He marks back edge of the centre square. In short again, finds a teammate on the lead. This is Tucker. Tucker marking. Plays on quickly. He miss kicks to the big fellow Crow. Just through the centre circles. It's skidded through the centre circles. And Crow gets involved in the contest. Smaller Boyle of Pines. 4 goals to 1 this quarter. 17-point lead to Sorrento. The Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Only 29 minutes gone in the quarter. Hallahan again wins another stoppage. Hooks around the body, inside 50. Cork drop it he should have taken. Tidy up the back by Boswell. Streams out of the fence. Loves to kick it long. Kicks to 1 on turn. Then Bronchetti makes it 1-on-1. Takes the mark. Plays on quickly. Delivers inside 50. McDermott can run onto it. He elects to soccer it. Edwards is at the back. He'll run into an open goal. They lead it back and dribbles it home. Clever play, McDermott. Had a player running at him. He just socketed it away from him. And then Edwards was on the end of it. And Big Aaron kicks his third. And they're 5-4-34. Sorrento 6-9-45. Then you go back scoreboard.
That was the kick-off Boswell from half back. Brilliant. Bongo leading up beautifully. It was a pinpointed kick and it opened up the rest of the play.
Yeah. Bronchetti was a 2v1 in that. That kick had to be perfect, and it was. And then Bronchetti just turned him to the inside and turned the Sorrento defenders inside out, and they were good enough to capitalise on it. And Chizo needed that.
So 3 goals to Edwards. All back in the centre. Trying to burst his way through Big Crow. He took on 1. Maybe it should have been prior opportunity. It's not. And he's certainly holding his own, young Lockie Crow. It'll be thrown up in the middle of the ground.
Plenty of viewers on Game Face today. Let us know who you think the best player has been all the way up to half-time at the half-time show.
Great hands as John received from the man who won the ball down at ground level, and on that occasion that was Delmo. And then on the lead, Barford got away. Hasn't had much of the footy so far, but he's a dangerous player, Brendan Barford. He's kicked 12 goals this year, and he's taken the mark. In the stoppages, it certainly helps. Changing with a couple of them, the Pines. Get right back at this right on half-time. On the left, Brendan Barford's kick right to the teeth of goal. No mark taken off hands and rushed through for a behind. Some concerns obviously with James Hallahan with that knee. Don't see him on at the moment.
Resting next week.
Yeah, well, you hope they do, mate, don't they? The turnover by Di Pasquale, taken by Bo Hendry, got it out to Potts, and they start turning it over. Sorrento close to half-time at McDermott. He loves it from here. Long way out, on the boundary, right half forward, 60 metres from goal.
So it won't be too far away.
Dinner with his uncle last night. Star Tommy McDermott, 60 from goal. Who said I'm not a name dropper? It's longer forward, and that's a brilliant mark. What a good kick in towards a big back, and Guy Hendry, we know he can take a clunk. He's been so good in defence, he's gone forward just to cause the shorter Sorrento defensive concern, Wayne, and he's taken an excellent pack mark, slight angle 25 out.
It's a great move by the Pines bench to put Guy down deep. He's been playing forward a fair bit this year and with really devastating effect. And he can take that mark, and he usually takes his opportunities.
Guy Hendry for 2 in a row, and to really bring this game back into tight territory again. 4 points. They looked in real trouble, Pines, 10 minutes ago, Wayne, but at the 30-minute mark at 6:9:45, Sorrento Pines have kicked the last couple, 6-5, 41, Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, as I said, yeah, they were really in trouble, and Sorrento looked like they had the opportunities to run away with it. They missed a couple, Platinum missed one, and since then Pines have been able to wrestle the momentum back, and now it's slipped the pegging foot. What's the difference? You wouldn't have thought that would be possible.
Just quickly, loving the interaction from the viewers today. 150 viewers on the Game Face coverage. Special shout out to Neil, who's watching all the way in China. He says, "Go Sharks!" So good on you, Neil, and thank you for joining us all the way in China.
Absolutely. Keep it coming, Matt. Doing a great job, everyone, today. And it's a 4-point lead at half-time. Melbourne boys are transfixed outside their rooms to get ready for the VFL later today. John wins it down. Rode by Delmo has been very important. Wins another clearance. Kicks the half forward and on the lead. Good Mark Barfoot getting involved. Right half forward. Can we get another one before three-quarter time? Curls a kick. Edwards!
It's amazing. Barfoot's come into it. It's been really damaging, and this is a big kick.
Like it was at quarter time, a kick after the siren for Aaron Edwards. They got the wrong matchup then. Unless Potts has been moved on to him, I thought that Luke Brigden was doing a good job.
Yeah, I might have just been lost in the play there, and Potter maybe had to slide across to pick him up. But as you say, Aaron's too big and too strong for him.
Luke Delmo's been important, isn't he?
Yeah,
Two or three clearances in the last few minutes. Virtually directly in front, 45 out, and Aaron Edwards to be disappointed. He misses to the left-hand side. They could have been in front. They're only down by 3 points. We're getting the match we wanted, 6-9-45 to 6-6-42. Wayne, how do you see it?
Oh, it's a fantastic game with two really good sides that refuse to give in. The game's been...
What's happening? Hello, Goose.
G'day Dan, how are you, mate? Free kick.
Underway for the third quarter. There's going to be a free kick straight away. Doing 100 jobs here. Simon Goose has joined me. We've just been in the President's lunch. Oh, good on you, Goose. Great to have you with us, mate.
Yeah,
good game of footy.
Good to be here, mate. Yeah, certainly.
Long kick by Thomas, who got the free kick as Sorrento got it out of the middle. A kick towards the wing. No mark taken by Drabowski, and it goes over the boundary. A couple of players clamour into each other. A little bit of mouthing off, Goose, which you would have loved. You love this ground, you know how to play it, and both teams are having a ding-dong struggle.
Good to see a bit of fire in the game too, mate.
Back into play, Loudon gets it down. Shark by Delmo has been superb at the clearances today. Kicks towards the wing. No mark taken. And Matthew King holds up as Marshall nearly held the mark and couldn't quite hang on. So it'll be thrown up. Attacking side of the wing. 3-point lead for the Sorrento team, who have possession at half forward. Coates got a hand pass out, and then his teammate is brought down in a tackle. That's Matt King, good tackling. Barfoot, who started to get involved late in the game. The free kick goes to Purcell. Delmo standing start kick, inside 50, fisted away at the back, loose ball, still a chance for the Pines. Potter goes in, and he holds it up, and he's a handy addition for them today.
Yeah, too right. Hey, good tackle by young Purcell there, come up from the under-19s.
Deep into attack. Loudon tried to foot it out of mid-air, and the ball's held up. So, a 3-point advantage, Sorrento's way. Edwards had a chance to put them in front, but couldn't quite do it. Just after the siren. Ball spills out to Gladman. He drives his team to half-back, Sorrento. At the back, Parker's there again, setting up a wall at the moment, Pines. Delivers inside 50. Ash couldn't mark it. There's Big Bo Henry. Handballs to Boswell. 30 metres out, put down the glasses. And Pines are back in front. Handy man to have the footy.
Yeah, too right. They set up well behind the ball in that instant. I think he's Parker on the wing. He's setting up as the +1. Bos always comes off his man.
I thought he was struggling a bit with his use of the footy in the first half, but we know that when he gets it in the right position, he does use it well.
Yeah, he's coming off a couple of weeks break with that injury. He didn't play against us last week with the calf, and he struggled the week before with that calf.
So they're back in front. The last three out of the middle goes Di Natale, does well to get it out. and a good mark taken by Walker.
Oh, that's
Took a
nearly
magnificent
50.
goal earlier.
Ash got very
Very close. He was right next to it. Walker kicks long inside 50 for Holke, hoping that the ball might get to the back. He was trying to push and shove his opponent. Should have really been a free
I don't know
kick.
what's happening there, Genty, because he was on the wrong side. I seemed to throw that out.
Oh, you talking about the straight forward back, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you were probably getting a little bit too close there, Goose, but
He definitely
the umpire
was,
was
mate.
right on me, so
Yeah, what's happening there?
Umpire Chip with us in the commentary box as well. It's magnificent to have so many different sources broadcasting today as John's tried to take it out of the ruck contest. He got swung around in a tackle. Leo hesitates, has lost, and a free kick in the forward 50 for Iesi. Right forward pocket. He's been one of the stars for mine for Sorrento today.
Yeah, I was watching it online. He's been hitting up for it.
He has. Right half forward.
Is that James Allen back on here?
Well,
Still off.
they tried in the second quarter to play him as a forward. He's hurt the knee early in the game. And Iesi kicks the goal. They're back in front, Sorrento. Another change lead. 7-9-51, Pines 7-6-48. Then you go back scoreboard. 4 minutes played in the third quarter. And a very important goal by Josh Iesi, who picks his second.
He's testing it on the bench at the moment, so he's not coming back on. And I noticed Fisher is off. Is he injured, Fisher? Or he's been off for the whole quarter?
Well, he's got the knee bandage as
Yeah,
well.
mate, he always has that though.
So we might need to get that checked to get our boundary riders, Meg and Corey, to go down and check that for us if they can. Punch down, beautiful play by Hendry. Bo Hendry, it's taken by Jacobson, swings a kick towards half forward, but again they've got the numbers at the back end. King attacks it, loses it. Try to spin in and out of tackles, Barfoot does well. Got it out, very high kick by Wilcox. Almost a mark taken by Drabowski, couldn't quite take it. Fisted down Luke Loudon. It's loose ball in dispute, attacking side of the wing for the Pines team. Loudon eventually wins it and gets it backwards to Ethan King. Handballs nicely. They kick long through Alex Bird. He kicks towards half forward, bouncing ball, Corp leading in the race. Gets a bad bounce. Parker's down there, does well. Good shepherding by Boswell, skids a left foot kick. Clean bowls everyone. Ball's on the wing on the outer side. Bird mops up for Sorrento. Handballs to Loudon. Loudon is able to hit up a teammate who takes the mark. And this is Falk. He's got it. He'll go in short again towards the pocket. No mark taken by Corp. Spills to the back. And Harley Parker's there again, and he shoves it through for a behind.
Pines have got the numbers back, which
We've got Brett Jen, who's the Southern Umpire's head coach, Southern Umpire's head coach, listening to live communications from the umpires in this game, and we'll hear from him throughout this second half. Hand pass comes out from Marshall to Thomas as they cleared out of the fence. The Pines good mark wide under the pump in front of our commentary position. Kicks to one-on-one. Bouncing ball. Good play. Potter from behind. Well done, Edwards, to palm it out close to the boundary. Lloyd has been impressive. Escorts it over the boundary in front of the Pines change rooms at half forward down at the beach end.
Because you were just giving Jenny a bit of homework today as you walked in the door.
yeah, when I was doing my review, I always help him out. I know he can't review every game, so I was just wondering about the 50-metre penalties because I thought they probably went out the window this week.
you know, Goose, we do still playing, mate. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. But we'll work that out for you, mate. I'll have a chat to the boys and thanks for your review. Appreciate it.
Did a few go against you yesterday, Goose?
Yeah, no, not against us. A few we didn't get. I was just a bit concerned. I just wanted to tell my boys the new rules if we had any.
There was one that I didn't think was there in the first half. Couldn't quite understand that one. We'll get to that in a minute. It's a loose ball and it's eventually picked up and it's shot at goal as they've just shoved it forward then Pines. They did well to keep it alive through Waterson, but he couldn't quite find the goal, and it goes across the face into the outer forward pocket and players slip sliding everywhere, and there'll be a ball up. Opportunity lost for Pines, who are 7-6-48. They did. Sorrento 7-10-52. 7 played in the third quarter. Loudon, open-handed slap, spills out now towards Big Bo Hendry. He walks around an opponent with ease, and another one. Snaps on the right, wouldn't that be something? But he misses to the left-hand side behind. 7-7-49 Pines, Sorrento 7-10-52. Then you go back scoreboard.
Yeah, they've set up well behind the ball, Pines. If it was coming out, it was going straight back in, I think.
Long kick back into play. Lloyd to the outer side. Corp up. Can't take the mark. Hasn't had much influence. Brought to ground. Again by Bo Henry's been superb. Good hand pass to John, but had it turned over. Luke Loudon has it. Handballs now to Hallahan. Hallahan magnificently gang tackle. He tried to do a Dusty Martin and fend them off. Definitely a free kick there, Brett.
100% free kick. Try to take on the tackle and no. That's he loses most of the
Delmo, who's been magnificent. Great kick, and Guy Hendry, he kicked it to the right side, was able to outmaneuver Bird, who's a much smaller man.
They're trying to stretch Sorrento's backs, I think, with Guy Henry down there.
He started in defence and did well. Kicks long to full forward. Big pack forming. Fisted away by Potter. Does well to bring it to ground. Bonghetti's there. Loose ball again. 10 metres out from the goal. They're attacking Pines. Again, Sorrento under the pump. Harley Parker calling for a free kick as McDermott lays a tackle, and then the ball spills out a bit from that 10-yard goal square, and it's still going on. Thrown up again, and it's kicked out of mid-air by Pine, something out of nothing.
Bongo.
Bonghetti, magnificent, just thrusts the boot out, and he has put his team back in front. That's got to be goal of the day.
Out of the ruck, nice manoeuvre there. Push Loudon out the way.
8-7-55 Pine, Sorrento 7-10-52. Another lead change, and Tim Bonghetti certainly having an influence. Kicks his second at the 9-minute mark of the third term.
Is that the scoring end down there? I thought the breeze was blowing down the other way.
Well, I remember in the finals last year, all the goals were kicked at Car Street. Different today. Punched down by Loudon, won by Gladman, handballs to Hallahan, but they're holding on to him nicely here. He just can't get free. Ball loose, and Delmo, who's been superb, he emerges with it again. Wins another clearance, kicks towards half forward, bouncing ball. Lloyd in the van, grabs it for Sorrento. He's able to burn off opponents, has a bounce around the outer side for the Sharks. Kicks long and high towards the wing. John is there, Corp as well. Tapped on by Aeasy. Corp will soccer it off the ground. One inside attacking 50 now. Leading in the race for Hulkie. He goes for a little clever foot. Didn't quite make a lot of contact. John taken in a tackle and held up. The umpire says, give it to me. 20 metres out from Sorrento's goal. And they've got to respond now.
Look, Lee's not moving too well. I heard he was going to be out.
So it's close to the boundary. And this should really be a free kick here.
See,
it'll be
does Lee got
thrown back into play. Oh, he does. He does. He does.
He's not moving too well. Yeah. See, I heard he wasn't playing, so he's still
It's a sore leg.
Just
back into
the
play.
you can't train with.
If it's not a hamstring, we don't know what it is. As John feeds it out, hand pass comes again from Delmo. Hasn't he been superb? And now Boswell, missed by Purcell, but they've got runners everywhere. But unfortunately for Jacobson, his kick was run down as they were trying to clear defensive 50 around the outer side. Now, Brett, in regard to the implications, what are you hearing?
I'm hearing exactly everything what the field guys are. So the way they're communicating with each other and the way they're communicating with the players.
Are you happy with that?
Yes, yes.
It'd be great to hear him live, Jed.
Well, Glenn's working on that for next time, Glenn's going to hear. Handball over the top, and Boswell involved in a couple of 1-2s.
On the full.
Lopes out of defence, but he kicks it badly, Nick Boswell. Was pushed a bit wide as the Sorrento guys were running clearly out of defence to try and put some pressure on it. And he was forced to go wide, and Ryan Potter at his first game of the season brings back into play. Goes back, slows it down.
The Pines have covered the exits pretty well there.
Ethan King with it.
Has to
They're
go
up by
down the
3
line.
points, Pines. Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 12 gone third quarter. Ethan King collapsing the pack court. No one can get a clean possession as it was taken at the front of the pack by Lewis, who's played pretty well as well for Pines. Thrown up again. Knocked down again, close to the boundary.
You'd like to see Corp take those ones. He's a big boy and he gets his hands to it. He's just got to take those.
He sure does. I'm impressed with Crow today. Bruce, he's done a good job, the youngster, the redhead, doing the ruck work at the moment for Sorrento.
He's a young fella, is he?
Guy Hendry knocks it down.
He's got an old head on him.
Well, he might. If he gets the hand pass out, Crackers Keenan would say he's got a head like a robber's dog. A couple of redheads, Crackers used to say, had heads on them like robber's dogs when Crackers can't talk either.
No, Crackers definitely can't talk.
Almost on attacking 50, and they tried to shove it forward, Pines, to the beach end. Bo Henry again has played a pretty good game today, and again a good contested ball. As a good tackle laid by Boyle of Pines.
James Hallahan keeps on jogging. They really need him. I reckon they miss him out there.
Turning his opponent inside out was Hendry against Crow. He got injured early, James Hallahan. It spills out now. Bo Hendry hooks it around the body. Good play by Potter to bring it to ground. Hurried kick comes out from King, or from DeConza I should say. Kicks to the wing, grabbed, but then he's taken down in a tackle. Falk, and he goes nowhere. He got rid of the hand pass while being claimed, and it'll be thrown up just outside the centre square. Marshall comes back on for the Pines. 14 minutes gone. They're 3 points in front at the moment. The Pythons. Tapped down again. Deep. Pasquale was tackled. Got a hurried boot to ball. It spills now to the big fellow Crow. Throws it on the boot for the Sharks. Kicks inside 50. Gladman was shoved out of it. Trying to soccer it down easy. Then he lays a tackle and keeps it within their forward vicinity. 60 from goal, Sorrento. Down 2-1 in this quarter. One stage their lead was 3 goals. Pines fighting back well late in that second quarter. Very intense game of footy, they were saying at the luncheon, and we're getting the same impression here with a bird's eye in the commentary box in the social club rooms. Sock it out towards Boswell. That was good play by Wilcox to give him an advantage. And now down to White, who delivers over the top. And Edwards takes the mark, not paid. Coming the other way, Ethan King managed to spoil him. But it rolls out the back now to Jacobson. Jacobson on the fly, steadies.
Free kick.
And there's going to be a free kick down the ground. He missed to the right-hand side. He was brought down as he kicked at Cole Jacobson in the right forward pocket. That was there, Brett?
Yes, yeah, 100%. And it was a really good decision that they didn't play Aaron and Mark. He didn't fully control that footy, so as the ball spilled out and then play on, and then 100% push after he skipped the ball.
Well, the opponent, Ethan King, came the other way and only had his intentions for the footy, so I think he did enough to spoil it. Right decision. Hard on the boundary, Cole Jacobson, to give his team their biggest lead of the day. It hasn't been past a goal, and his shot is very narrow from their right forward pocket.
Potts was great in that bit of play. He had it on the half-back flank and ended up into the forward line.
8-8-56 Pines, Sorrento 7-10-52. Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 15 gone third quarter. And Lloyd inbounds again, gives it plenty to the outer side of the ground. Oh, it might come back. Bo Henry had a couple of grabs at it. Bongetti's there at ground level. Tried to get the hand pass out, eventually does. Left foot kick by Pines towards half forward, fisted away again. Good play at ground level to try and ensure it goes nowhere for Sorrento, and doing a good job on that occasion was Will Tucker. Another ball up, a lot of stoppages, 55 from goal for Pines on the outer side of the ground, heading to the C end, up by 4 points. Tapped down again by Crow, it goes over the boundary. You're getting them sort of a bit of outside run at the moment, Pines, aren't they, guys?
Yeah, they're running the lines. I think they've had it inside there forward 50 a lot more times than Sorrento. I'd be interested in knowing stats on that.
We'll find them for you. Caster Thousands here doing a wonderful job on going face today. It's tapped down, and then the big ruckman Crow attempts to lay a tackle to ensure it goes nowhere. Hoping he wouldn't be holding the ball there. It's thrown up, pushed out of it by the big body of Hendry was Crow then. Hand pass comes out in the direction of Matt King. Going the wrong way back inside, attacking 50 for Pines. Well played, White just wrenched that out of the contest. Kicks inside 50, but Lloyd takes the mark. Read it well for Sorrento. Kicks to the wing, 1-on-2 against Iezi. He'll lose this battle. Parker picks it up now. Iezi keeps him honest, and he kicks it magnificently. Hits Potts on the chest, on the wing. Inside the centre square, kicks to half forward, and getting up a great mark taken by Delmo. I've got him best on ground. Right half forward, Luke Delmo. Wobbly little kick, it's 50 metres. He's deemed that Hall had stepped over the mark. What do you think, Brett?
He's 100%. Even the umpire tells it's going to straight to the play then, so I'm sure
bit like the Dane Rampy one from a few weeks ago, I think, against Collingwood.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Harmon Parker's playing a good role as that +1. Yeah, he's been in a good position most times.
Great goal to Delmo. Pines starting to assert their authority, their biggest lead of the match. 9-8-62 to 7-10-42. And they've kicked 6 of the last 7 goals. Great goal, and Luke Delmo deserved that because his game has been special today, winning so many clearances, and he gets the 50-metre penalty. That's their first 50-metre penalty. Sorrento had one as well. 10-point lead on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 18 minutes gone in the third quarter. Brett Gent and also Simon Goosey with me in commentary for the second half on Game Face of the battle between first and second in the first division of the MPNFL, Sorrento and also Pines. And Pines looking the better team at the moment. But the clearance taken by Hallahan. He'll drive them forward, Mitch Hallahan. And they need to do something. Caught well behind is Luke Loudon. It just hasn't had much of an influence.
They've just brought Loudon on and put him down forward, so it'll be interesting to see. Obviously trying to stretch Pines.
Definitely missing a run and the footy smarts of James Hallahan. Boundary throw in. 60 metres around on the outer side from Sorrento's goal. Nice little tap down. Taken on the outside by Gladman. Kicks inside 50, but Walker couldn't take the mark. Intercepted nicely by Pines.
I think that's Boyle.
It is Boyle. The green boots. And he spreads it out. The other guy, Henry kicks down the line looking for Rick. Pushes easy underneath it, tries to soften it. And a good contest he had there with DeConza in his first senior game this year for Sorrento, and puts it over the boundary. So right in front of our commentary position, 10-point lead to the Pines, 20 minutes gone in the third quarter, tense contest as you would expect. Crow got a little hand on it, spills out the back to Bird, got upended, wobbles a kick to the boundary before Walker could get there, and he didn't like the attention he received from Boyle, so he shoves him, and then Parker comes in and says, "Get away, son." And a niggle all day. Did love Goose. You would have loved it, Yordo, the big fella on the goal square.
Didn't mind it. We've got to bring it back.
Boundary throw it. Bring back the Biff. On the bottom of the pack is Potter. Now, do you think there, Brett, can drag that back? He's wearing a bit of a bird's eye, hasn't he? Up to one side.
I think there's a feel like he's probably initially seen that sort of half What's very smart how he does things like
What's that, 50? 50 again.
Here's another one. There's been a few of those. I easily kicked inside 50. Paholke tried to out and cut it off hands through from behind. So a rare score for Sorrento, 7-11, 53 to 9-8, 62. So the 50-metre penalty, but a good interception by Di Pasquale. Fisted it away and then got the crumb. Tried to get it out to DeConza. Should have been a free kick back. We'll get the credit on that one in a second. Handball goes backwards now to Fisher. Fisher grabs it, gets the kick, smothered. Turnover again, Oiezy's there. Overrunning a big Crow. Didn't know where it was inside 50. Keeps showing it forward scientifically. There is Parker, does well, goes to ground. He lost it. Did he get rid of that properly? Falls now to Mitch Hallahan. Wobbles it on the boot, kicks into the pocket. Kept alive by Paholke cleverly. A shot at goal, Oiezy! Great play for Paholke, goal assist. The finish by Oiezy, and the margin back to 3 points at Skybus Stadium. 8-11-59 Sorrento, Pines 9-8-62. Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 22 gone in the third quarter.
Yeah, young Cooper, who's probably one of our young guns. He's only 16 years old or something like that. So he probably should have pushing back and getting some action. So pushing out of the contest. I wasn't sure
the young umpires doing the job.
Yeah,
it's a great experience.
And not only that, it's a big game, obviously. Grand final replay. John Cousins got a couple of guys with the fell down.
Choosing the marking
Gladman kicked it inside 50, got it out of the middle. You don't think it was a free kick?
That's the whole rule.
That wouldn't have been a free kick in your day, Goose. Taken by Guy Hendry. Kicks long and an excellent mark, reading the flight beautifully. Third in line was Daniel Johns at half back on the outer side. He kicks towards the wing. Bongetti too high for him at ground level. The hand pass comes out from Boyle. Back to Bongetti, hard on the boundary. I tell you what, he's played a great game. Lloyd intercepts. Got it to Loudon. His hand pass misses the target. It's on the edge of the centre square. Purcell might have nearly been penalised, but he had a couple of opponents around him trying to camouflage that ball in. That's when I don't think the holding the ball should be given in a pack contest. Tap down, taken by Delmo, another clearance. Towards half forward for Pines. At the drop, he was taken down Stokes before he could get boot to ball. Thought they could have been holding the ball. I believe he had prior, and it'll be thrown up again. 8:11:59 Sorrento, right in front of the scoreboard. Pines 9:8:62, 24 minutes gone. Bendigo Bank scoreboard, tap down once more. Mitch Hallahan got the arms free, got the hand pass out now to Falk. Handball over the top, now they keep running Di Pasquale. Has a bounce, half forward, out of side, delivers inside 50. Poor kick, and comfortably accounted for at half back by Guy Hendry. Guy Hendry chips over the top. Boswell's got it now. He'll run out of defence. John will provide the shepherd from Cork, and he kicks it low and flat like a bag of wheat in the sun. Not a great kick. Intercepted by Potter. His hand pass was run down. King couldn't take it clearly. Dabrowski as well. Plays around the contest. Purcell's there, and then he's dragged down from behind by Dabrowski, and the umpire says, give it to me. Great pressure.
Interesting, Sorrento got the extra around the ball and Pines have got the +1 behind. So Pines have been, Sorrento have been winning the majority of the stoppages this last 10 minutes.
Delmo wins the tap once again, crumbing it superbly. Hurried it on the boot, Barfoot then. Got a bit of attention. Oh, he's thrown that into his opponent. That shouldn't really be a free kick, I would have thought. That has to be a free kick to Tucker. Brett, would have you given that a free kick to Tucker? Because it was shoved into his face.
So once you touch the face, the ball or a hand,
Luke Loudon gets the hands free and handballs to Hallahan. They're away, you're right, Goose. Handballs towards Gladman. Gladman now, front edge centre screen, got brought down late, and it affected the kick, and Guy Hendry's been superb. Young Crow learning the art of playing forward, outmarked. Guy Hendry 40 metres out from the goal, they're defending at the Car Street end. They lead by 3 points. Kicks towards a one-on-one contest. Good play, Bird to bring it to ground. Easy at the crumb. Taken by Loudon, far too slow. Got rid of it though just in time. Should have nearly been holding the ball. Maybe incorrect disposal. And the umpire says, give it to me. I don't mind with the fact that they're letting it go.
and you've got to let these sort of games go a little bit more because obviously two high-quality teams,
Hots the road in the road, Ethan King. He's taken a great tackle placed on him by McDermott, who's picked up his urgency in the second half. McDermott tries to take on Ethan King. Ethan King pays him the favour as he nearly turns it over. Edwards runs in, back to McDermott, hard on the boundary, gets shoved over the line. Brings it back into play. It's at half forward, balls to be won. Easy tries to win it, he's brought to ground. Back edge centre square. Great tackle laid on him by Wilcox. Gee, these boys are going to be sore tonight.
Yeah, I think Young Crow has to take Guy Henry up because Guy Henry's taken a few too many marks there in the defensive 50.
Potts is there, the back end of the square, and he soccers it towards half forward. And it's a contest at ground level. As unfortunately for Stokes, he slipped over, couldn't get the footy out for Sorrento, and it's thrown up once more. Yet another stoppage. Loudon a nice tap, his teammate taken high, lay it buckled at the knees of it. But Di Pasquale's been very good today in the bright green boots. Free kick at half back on the outer side. Sorrento down by 3 points. Trailed at quarter time by 4, trailed at half time by 3. In short again. It's a young haul.
They go long, guys, just dropped off. They've got to hit up.
And he hits up nicely to Cork. He's been almost today, hasn't had a massive influence. Cork on the wing. Kicks high towards half forward, inside 50. At the Car Street end, big fist. Waiting down at ground level, Wilcox. Ran into an opponent, went without the footy. Comes out now to Bird. Throws it on the boot while under pressure. Paholke reads it best. Paholke shoots. Paholke misses from 25.
Bonds have thrown Bongo behind the ball for these last few minutes just to protect the lead. Paddy does that probably late in the game, probably time on, throws him behind the ball.
Oswald confronted as he kicks back into play. It's a rush kick to the outside. Simon Goosey, one of the legends of the MPNFL, and Coach Boynton with us in commentary. Red Gent as well, in charge of the umpires, and he has got direct communication to the umpires umpiring this game today. Wonders of modern technology on game face for the match between the top two in the MPNFL First Division. Ball's at ground level, taken out again by Bird, got a hurry kick, goes in again, tries to hold it up, just outside, attacking 50 for Sorrento at the Car Street end. And once again, single-digit figures separate the two teams. 4 points Pines way at quarter time, 3 points Sorrento's way at half time, 2 points in favour of the reigning premiers, the Titans, 3 goals to 2 in that third quarter. Bit of pushing and shoving, and how's your father again? Where's Leif Baholke? Yeah, right in the middle of it.
Yeah, he was talking to the crowd behind.
Of course he was.
You know, you split up the league, how far you've got to travel. It's very hard on the under-19.
It's early in the day too. Although it's not as far as some of the country leagues. I mean, I look at a league like the Wind, 2.5 hours between
People
Stole
don't
and
realise
Hill.
how lucky we are. Like on the peninsula, we're a country league, and our furthest we go is half an hour. These carts, he's going to bring the food up. That's it.
Well, he's on the way up. You are unbelievable, Goose. We've got a game of footy to worry about. We can eat later, mate. Sleep later as well. We just want to see a great finish to the game. As out of the middle, there's going to be a free kick straight away. And Tom McDermott will take that free kick. He plays on quickly, kicks inside 50. Mark not taken by Bonghetti. Ball's at ground level. It's picked up by Waterston, who's been a bit quiet, had the kick run down inside attacking 50 in the Car Street end. And they're hailing cabs, the Pines players.
One of the problems.
No.
One of the problems for the forwards down that end is the sun's just getting struck in the eyes, bleeding out.
Like dog hands. Loudon taps it down.
We need the roof on things.
Yeah, we do need the roof on. The late great Drew Morford used to whinge and whine about it every single time. About the roof being off, there's an opportunity for Bonghetti out of the ruck contest. He kicks into bodies. Now his teammate Barford, ricochet to him. He's also held up as they push it forward another 5 metres, 30 metres out from goal at the Car Street end, where Pines are kicking for goal. Game's on a knife edge. Pines up by 2 points. Working in is White. He's got a big body. His hand pass misses the target. Players crossing at ground level again. Good contest by Pines to lock it inside, attacking 50. Guy Hendry gives it a big clap. He's happy with that. Right in front of us on the wing here. Luke Loudon, another open-handed slap. Pressure unbelievable. Barford drives it towards the goal square. Potter comes back and helps out. He emerges with the footy now. Then he goes to ground still inside the goal square. Aaron Edwards has got him locked up. And it'll be thrown up as they're inching closer and closer towards a goal or a score. Pines leading by 2 points, taking the Car Street in, 2 minutes in the final quarter. And it's kicked out of there. Bonghetti again.
That's two. One down the other end.
The party trick man, Tim Bonghetti, 8-point lead to the Pines. The second time he's done it, he's just thrust his boot at it. And that's got to be the goal with 8 thanks to Garley trophies. Well, 2 goals a day.
Loudon wouldn't be happy with that. That's twice it's happened to Loudon at the top of the goal square.
He's such a bigger man, such a
He
huge
just moves
man.
him aside though. Moves him aside. Now that you can take it out the ruck though, you see a lot more of that. And I don't know why a lot more don't.
3 today for Bonghetti, 15 for the season. Bursting out of the middle is Hallahan. Got tackled once, got tackled twice. Might have just got his hands free. Do you think, Pete? Yes, no doubt. Yeah, but right decision.
But then he jumped on it. Ash jumped on it. They should have been holding the ball, shouldn't it, Jen?
He was holding the ball other than if Hallahan didn't dispose of it properly.
He jumped on it. I think because he injured himself.
Again, another secondary ball up attacking side of the centre square. They're chasing the game again, Sorrento. 9 points, tap down, bursting through Lewis. He went to ground. And he's got to be holding the ball. He's unlucky because he cannoned into an opponent. He stopped like he was shot, and then Hallahan laid a great tackle on him. So Mitch Hallahan attacking side of the centre square. Still no sign of James at the moment, it looks like. Mitch Hallahan kicks long towards full forward. Big pack gets up, fisted to ground. Hand pass comes out. No one can get a clean possession. Again, good defence by Pines to wrap it up inside their defensive 50 at the beach end. And that's Guy Henry.
James has got the hoodie on, so I don't think he'll be coming back on.
Caught, Potts, paddles to the century of the boundary line. 25 around for their defensive goal, Pines at the beach end. 10-8, 68 Pines, Sorrento 8, 12-60. Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 4 goals to 2 since half-time, favouring Pines. Caught the tap, Potts the rove, switches to Parker. Unsung in this game today, as the Goose mentioned. He marks inside defensive 50 underneath the gum tree. Delivers to Potts, he just keeps running, being superb. Marking 60 metres out from the goal they're defending, out just outside defensive 50. We'll look to slow it down with his team having an 8-point advantage. 5 minutes final term, kicks down the wing again. Trying to mark it Bombetti, who's had a real influence in the game. Ball comes out now towards Matt King. He broke a tackle and then had the kick smothered. Ricochets to Jacobson just inside the boundary. Kicks to White, lands in his lap. Marks on the windshield, White for Pines. Looking to attack towards the Car Street end. He's got a player forward. Marking, McDermott, 70 from goal, skirting the boundary, kicks the full forward. No mark taken by Big Bo Henry, he and Loudon in a foot race. I wonder who'd win that. Gets close to the boundary. And again, they're under pressure, the Sorrento defence. Good work to try and keep it in by Conza, but he does find the boundary line. Glenn was meant to get us some coffee. The coffee machine's broken downstairs, and the Goose too, Glenn's been whinging about the food. Knocked back into play, Loudon knocks it down. Ball is loose. Here's an opportunity for Barford. He got tackled while in possession, and a free kick in the last line of defence to be taken by Lloyd, who's been superb as a key defender. Playing as a small key defender today. Lloyd defending at the Car Street end. Kicks long towards the wing. Chance for Cork. Can't take the mark. Off for hands, picked up by Hendry. Handballs now to the brilliant Delmo. Beats 1, beats 2, steadies from 40. Delmo, you're a star! You deserve to be best on ground. Magnificent play by Delmo. He took them on and he's kicked a ripper. He's done all the hard work and then he finishes with some brilliance. Pines have their biggest lead of the day. 11-8-74, Sorrento 8-12-60. We've played 6 minutes in the final quarter on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Going to be hard to beat now, Goose.
You too, right. He sold the candy to the big fella there. Oh, Lukey Loudon. Thanks for coming. I think he read him pretty well, right from the start. He looked up here.
Back in the centre. They need to start winning some clearances, Sorrento, and they do. But the hand pass out to Drabowski from Di Natale. He couldn't take it cleanly. Picked up by Parker, who's been great. And he shows a little tackle. Nice kick to Potts, who's been superb. Plays the best on ground. Kicks further afield to Boswell. Trips over the footy. He gets it back again though, Boswell. He loves a goal. He'll shake a tackle. 48 out. Nick Boswell. It's coming back. High kick towards the goal square. Mark in the goal square. Great mark in the goal square, taken by Edwards. And again, it was 2 on 2, and they just put it in the right spot there. And Edwards with those vice-like hands. Going to make it tough for Sorrento now, I would have thought.
He's sitting there, I can't see where the goals are coming. The Cork's got to really see
He's kicked 3, he's kicked 4. 12 for the season, Aaron Edwards. 12-8-80 to 8-12-60. And they now have their biggest lead of the match and the biggest lead of the match overall. 20 points, 7 minutes gone in the last quarter. Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
When you think of the injury that Aaron's coming off, tear the hamstring off the bone, like, he's only going to get better and better as the year goes on, as he gets confident. So he's just lost that little bit of a zip, which he relies on, and that jump. Yeah.
Rigdon's got a hamstring as well, and James Hallahan.
Is that why he's on Tuesday?
Yes.
They're in a bit of trouble with all those players going overseas too, because they don't have a huge amount of depth. Too bad we weren't playing them next week.
So we'll come back to the middle. YCW, they get a few back because they'll get Credlin back and they'll get Street back, which we've got to buy. Although Chad Harris will come back for Sorrento.
Sometimes you get that luck.
Although still no Kyle Hutchison.
Where's Hutchie away? He's overseas.
He's overseas, few of them overseas at the moment. Corey McCurry left during the week overseas for the Bombers. Jacobson on the bottom of the pack. As great play by Bo Henry to Potts again, who always takes the defensive side, delivers cleverly. Now to Marshall, who's been solid. Marshall kicks over the top, taken by Bongetti. Goose has got his hot dog and he kicks into space again, and McDermott takes the comfortable mark at right half forward. You guys get into it. I'm right, thank you. I've got to watch my figure. So, yeah, I will be. Thank you, Glenn. Tom McDermott at right half forward will be spitting crumbs everywhere. Poor old Goose, you get it on your bald head, mate, like me. Yeah, it will be. McDermott, who does like a set shot, he's hit the post. A couple of posters for Pines today, one for Sorrento, three for Hulkie. That's one-way traffic at the moment, 12.981 to 8.12.60. Still been a great standard game. As Lloyd is back into play. Kicks it long, plenty of distance to the outer side. Loudon, I think it might be his first mark of the day. And he takes it at half back.
They need him to take a bit of command.
Loudon on the left, down the line, and then outmarked again magnificently by Boswell. He's coming to his own after what I thought was a fumbly first half. Brilliant player of half-back Nick Boswell. In front of Brian Mace and kicks towards half-forward, Bongetti underneath it. And the little figure of Ethan King did well to halve that contest, getting a decent spoil over the boundary at 60 for goal.
It was a poor kick from the big fella, just straight down the line.
21 points to the margin. You need the next one, Sorrento, to have any chance, you think. Responded pretty well all day, running out of numbers. Off the pack to Ladman, Rosen kicks towards the wing. Boswell's there, couldn't quite hang on to the mark. Socked away by Jacobson, not to really anyone's advantage. Picked up though by Purcell. Takes them on, got tackled, goes to ground for Pines. Big pack forming, the umpire says, give it to me, just as easy. Who's drifted out of the game. He was probably best man on the ground in the first half, Goose, and drifted out a bit in the second half like a number of teammates for Sorrento.
They're probably not helping him though, going to the forward line. They're going long all the time.
They are. Court wins it down, Purcell. Shaking the ground like a rare goal, and he didn't make an effort to get rid of it, I don't think. What do you think, Brett? It is. Court kicks high, inside 50, waiting back, Boswell will pick it up again and just charge through. Look at this man go. A shake and bake from Nick Boswell, drives to half forward again, can't mark it Barford, at the back McDermott, this is the target of Barford, laid up in a tackle put on him by Ethan King, and then another good tackle put on him by Tucker, and it goes nowhere. Good contest by the two small Sorrento defenders, and it'll be thrown up on the wing. 12.981 Pines, Sorrento 8.12.60. This would be Sorrento's second loss of the season. Pines also had two defeats. John doing some good ruck work, wins it down, and arriving late with Watson over the boundary for Pines, between wing and half forward, and they're going to Car Street end. They scored this quarter against Sorrento. They were down by 2 points at three-quarter time, up by 3 at half, down by 4 at quarter time, for an Aaron Edwards goal after the siren. Nick Corb taps to the front again. Good loading by Gladwin. Hand pass they chopped off. Good play to get a hand pass in there, Lewis. And eventually walked over the boundary by Corb. Taken and tackled by Watson and thrown back into the half forward for Sorrento. In front of the social club rooms where we're broadcasting from. In the palatial suite here at Skybar Stadium. Corb, John, lost his footing. Rode by Di Pasquale, had to get the hand pass out. It's an awkward kick by Matt King, high up and under, towards the wing. Fisted down again. Great play by Guy Hendry, opposed to the smaller DeConza. He did pretty well.
Looks like they're trying to get Corp into the game. They've thrown him into the ruck. Trying to get something around the ground.
You've got nothing up forward other than Beholt. They can't get it to him. He's in,
and he can't
way out the goal square. I think you're right there. Lachlan Crowe wins it down, and his second effort's pretty good, the young fella. but almost emerging with a Delmo, and just, gee, I don't know, I thought that they might have got away with that one, Sorrento. Did you make the right decision, Brett?
Oh, I think initially the ball was trapped, so once the ball was trapped, we really cut the sort of 1, 2,
Hallahan wins the 40 and it clears a couple of Pines players and lands luckily with easy. Kicks long to full forward for Holke. Great mark. That's it. Fell on the right side. Has it been paid?
Yep.
Fell on the right side for it. It dipped and he just used the body. He arched the back. He put the backside out and he said, "That's mine." Well played, Hallahan. That kick had enough carry.
He's looking to give off. I
Yep.
don't think he can kick it because like he's injured yet. When they fell on him, he doesn't look right.
So he's coming off and he's going to take it. So there's another injury.
You might find
Third
he'll go
injury.
back though. You might find he'll go back. He might just want him to have the kick because he's looking back. I reckon he's going to go back.
That's the goal again. That's the take this kick is going to go off.
Number 7.
Oh, he's kicked it. Look, see, I told you, I could see what he was doing. So, hey, Genty, he can't kick, he can only stand there, but you could tell what's going on. But then he can go back off and then come straight back on, though. Genty.
Because he hasn't come off.
No, the umpire made him. I'm saying, yeah, but he only has to walk over the line and go back on. You watch Loudon will go. Now you'll see that's in the laws. You can do that. So he's the umpire can't take him off again because he's done the right thing.
You can't be happy with that decision.
No, you can't be, but that's
If he can't take the kick, he's got to come off a certain amount of time.
No, but the umpires have done the right thing because the hockey's exploited the rules.
I mean, Brett agrees with me. It's in the rules, but it's a bad rule.
It's not great. You're not great sportsmanship.
It's not. It's a terrible rule. I know he's playing within the rules, but it's one of the worst rules in the game.
Yeah, he should have taken it.
There should be a time limit to have to go off there.
You could tell what he was doing.
Yeah.
Back to the centre.
Well, easy kicks the goal. They get a free kick from the ruck contest from Hallahan, who's trying to lift this team all on his own. Drives it long to centre, half forward. Court working to the front, can't get it. Walker waits down. Picked up by Di Pasquale. He gets around to an opponent. He squares it up. Mark not taken. Should have nearly been taken there by Dabrowski. I should say by DeConza. He couldn't quite hang on. And an opportunity goes begging as the squaring kick almost found DeConza 30 out directly in front.
Starting to attack the goals.
15-point lead. They need the next one. John, who's done a manful job helping out the ruck today, as all the players are wearing the MND Freeze blue socks. Looks great. Here, Big Goose went in the ice bar, but you wore a wetsuit underneath.
No, Dan, it was a little chest one, mate. Hey, let's get the story right. It was a little chest one.
I'm happy to hear it. I'm getting takes a moment, centre half back. We'll get there shortly. Plays on. Kicks out the back. Here's a chance now to run onto it, Marshall. His hand pass is a shocker. Behind White. Has a lot of work to do to try and grab that one. Good play by Sorrento. An opportunity goes begging. Poor skill by Lockie Marshall on that occasion because they were out. Again, Lloyd, who to me has been Sorrento's best player, has done everything. He's kicked out. He's become their key defender. Rigged it off with a hamstring. Bolgetti wins it from the ruck. How good has he been? Kicks it quickly to White. Tries to spin out of a tackle. Laid on him brilliantly by Tucker. Taken by Delmo. He's just sold candy again. How good has he been? Kicks to Edwards in the pocket. Potter's with him. Does well to get a hand pass out. But it'll be cleared out of the fence again by Coates, playing as a small defender. Got the hand pass out. Bird drives long for Sorrento. Towards Di Pasquale. Takes a clever mark. Feeds off by hand. Hallahan's on the outside on the commentary side.
Got to
He'll
take
kick to half forward. Caught one-on-one. Doesn't get in the right position. Boswell huffing and puffing and wins the contest. Sees it over the boundary inside. Attacking 50. And Sorrento into attack to the beach end. 18 gone last quarter. Margin 15 points on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. More than just a bank.
That was a great kick to the forward. Corp actually should have taken that. Kick to advantage. He had to take it.
Back into play, 15-point lead. Slap to the front. Hand pass comes out, close to the boundary. Good play, Wilcox. He's got it out of the defensive 50 for the time being. Bo Henry there as well. And it's 55 metres around from the goal that Sorrento are kicking to. They trail by 15 points. They've only kicked 1 goal this quarter. To Pines is 3. And Bongetti has kicked 2 of the best goals in the second half from stoppages. Thrusting his boot at it. Court wins the ruck contest. Kicks off the edge of the boot. Paholke up. Can't take the mark. Probably couldn't take the kick anyway if he took the mark. Close to the boundary line. Chance for Hallahan. Puts the body on the line and holds it up. Well,
interesting, he had a jump 50. At that.
Yes. He'll just go off and come back on again, I would presume, if he can't take the kick, if he gets a chance to.
I think they'll make him take his kick. I think they can.
Taps it down. Di Pasquale hard on the boundary, running out of room. Swings around the body, misses to the right-hand side for Sorrento. 22 scoring shots to 21. The Sharks are 9-13-67.
They need 3 goals.
12-9-81. 19 gone last quarter. Bendigo Bank scoreboard. And playing onto himself and bouncing his Boyle. Heads to the outer side of the ground, almost a one-hander Bongetti. At the drop, good play, Matt King. Got taken in a tackle. And that's a free kick because it was a throw by Coates. And Parker will take the free kick. I think that was obvious. Been very good today, Parker. Kicks the half forward, Boswell again. Good fist away by Lloyd, who's done the one-on-ones very well today. And then he swivels out of an attempted Boswell tackle. He's at half-back on the outer side for Sorrento. Kicks to the wing. By Easy makes a good contest. They're selecting a bit of height at the moment, the Sharks. John couldn't pick it up, allows Parker to paddle it out. Good play by Boyle. He got it down now to his teammate. He gets a hurry boot to ball Potts. Got upended. Mark nearly taken by Barford. Close to the boundary. Missed by Gladman. They've got numbers here. They're looking tired. Boswell throws it on the boot. Kicks inside 50. Edwards again! Great mark. Aaron Edwards in front of Potter, who couldn't do much else. He competed, he contested, but he's giving away height. He's giving away strength, and Aaron Edwards with that huge frame goes just too good.
Potter had to get the run and jump, and Aaron had him beautifully there, body on body. He was always great. Terrific mark. He's got strong hands. That's his strength. Boz kicked a nice left foot on to the sock there. Straight to him.
Right half forward. Aaron Edwards to just about put it beyond down. He's there to kick goals, and he's done it. He's kicked 5. His biggest haul of the season before today. He had a couple of 2s. Remembering, just his 6th game of the season. He's now got 13 in season 2019. And his team, I reckon, are home now. 39-87, withstanding all the thrusts that Sorrento are throwing at them. They're 9-13-67 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 21 gone in the final quarter. What do you think, Goose? All over?
Yeah, all over.
And out of the middle again, here's Delmo, has a bounce, lowers the eyes, great kick, Bongetti. Great footy. Luke Delmo, you are a star. How many times has he done that today? But it hasn't been by hand, just running away from the contest. He can give us some goal as well. There's quite a few underneath us. We can't see them all on the terraces. 35 out, Tim Bongetti. What a game he's had, big man. 4 goals, Bongetti. 9 between the 2 key forwards. And maybe a percentage booster coming up for the Pines. 26 points, 22 gone in the final quarter. And great to have Brett Jett and Simon Goosey with us for the second half. We had Wayne Cap in the first half. Bo Muston came up to join us.
It's going to be a little bit interesting, I reckon. It's been a bit of a riff-raff between Bo Henry and Hallahan the last couple of minutes.
Right in the middle again, tap down. Once more a clearance for Delmo. Good mark taken by White. Just as Brett say to the umpires, just watch the centre clearance. Could be some riff-raff. There wasn't then. Kicks inside 50. Still time though. Edwards is saying that Potts was hanging onto him. And he's appealing to the umpire. Boundary throw, 25 metres out. Good tap. Cleared out of defence again by Hallahan, who's been his team's best player just about, along with Lloyd. Fisted down, taken by Delmo again. He's just running it magnificently. Reads it like a book, finds McDermott. McDermott's going to chip over the top. and that's good, unselfish play. And we'll be a shot at goal.
Is that Waterstone?
Looks like it's Brandon Lewis, right half forward. Thank you, boys. On about a 25 to 30 degree angle. And handy again as well. They've all played their role, particularly in the second half, Pines. They have increased the lead to 32 points. And right hand side behind. 24 minutes gone. If I was, you know, next week. With a lot of injuries. At ground level again. Keep it within their attacking area. Boyle had it stripped though by Easy. High kick by Easy of Sorrento. Bouncy ball. Walker runs away from him. Loudon there. Tried to get his feet to it. Couldn't. Easy there, but dangerously. And a free kick, because that's the free kick where the player's gone in and taken the opponent's legs. I've not been a great fan of that. It is there though, Brett.
It was in danger, wasn't it? Wasn't it in danger? In danger then.
It was in danger, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going the other way to Easy. That's why I thought it was the legs taken away. Anyway, Henry takes the free kick. I could see there was an attempt to kick the danger by Easy. It's the right decision in the end. Hurried kick came out from Barfoot, did well, winning it at ground level, taking it hard in from King. Handballs to Hallahan. Quick give it close quarters to Coates. Coates another one to Loudon. Loudon handballs back as they rack up possessions at half back to Lloyd. Lloyd spiral punch towards the front edge of the centre square. Di Pasquale can't take the mark. Falls to Easy, run down from behind. Great tackling. Might have got a little boot on it. Picked up by Potts. Sweeping not as good as he been. Kicks nicely. Taken by Lewis. Handballs to Potts. He just keeps running, Luke Potts. He's on the wing, on the outer side. He kicks to half forward. No mark taken. Good defence again by Sorrento. And that was that man Lloyd who's been magnificent today. He gets up limping.
Potty just runs him in the ground. He covers 15 pace most games.
Got to get the SPT tracker on Potty.
Well, it's normally 14 Ks.
Really? He's amazing, isn't he? Very good player, Potty. Close to the boundary. You're glad and keep it alive, not quite. Could have he played league footy?
Potty had I went him at Frankston and he had a lot of talent. He probably in his early days didn't work as hard, but he knows where he's at. Sometimes it's about opportunity too. So obviously places opportunities. Probably choose opportunity. So
You've done well to get quite a few from Frankston on lists, haven't you? Parker does well out of the contest. It falls for White and half forward. White gets the kick run down, slips down to McDermott. He loves the goal, the Wiz. Puts the icing on the cake, and he said, how about that? 15-10-100 the Pines. Sorrento 9-13-67. Margin out to 33 points, and it kicks 6 goals to 1 in the last quarter. The Pines to register their 4th win on the trot over the last 12 months against Sorrento. 27 gone last quarter.
what Potsy does have is he has a really good football brain, so he's a bit like an on-field coach out there, so he puts people in the spots. He's very good.
Excellent goal, McDermott. Thrown up in the middle. Bale Henry been tireless again. Crode hasn't been the worst. Gets a hurried little kick. Doesn't go the required distance. Trying to mark. Couldn't marshal. There's Potts again. Off hands. High left foot kick. Going with the flight. Guy Hendry. With him is Matt King. Matt King's holding onto him. In fact, it was that man again, Delmo. Did got to get a hand pass out. Now Sean White. He's like a big bullocking machine. Feeds a long defensive hand pass. Taken by Boyle. Bangs it long to the Twin Towers again. Edwards in front, too good. Potter's got to be in front, wasn't in front. Edwards a great goal. Would you?
Yeah, because Aaron's just too good for the body. Every time he's got to get off him and get a run and jump because Aaron's not legal.
Run-on-one contest. Been a good performance this by the Pines. They've got away in the last quarter. Still reckon a quality game of footy. And I was just, as I say, at the luncheon at half time, and we were talking about the importance of hoping that Frankston might have curtain raisers in all their home matches next year. Edwards kicks the runner, he kicks 6. Bag full. And it's 16-10, 106 to 9-13-67.
Next year they're going to have the light, so you play it before the light game, so you can play your whole side, the 19s, reserves and seniors and then
I agree with that.
because night footy on the peninsula. I know we're getting lights and we're going to have a few night games. We're getting lights, so I think we need.
When, next year?
Yeah. Bulldozing the whole thing.
What, the whole ground?
No, we got that 5.6 million of the state and local government working with the Bayes Hospital. I think they're going to have
Oh yes, the
rehab gym, a few offices up there. It's going to be a really top-class facility.
So it's ballooned out to 39 points. Closing stages of this game. Out of the middle goes Gladden from the tap from Crow. Kicks inside 50, caught, third man down. Doesn't take the mark. Good play by John. He did well to tap it out. Young Purcell gets a hand pass defensively. Close to the boundary. Good tackle made by DeConza, who's been okay for Sorrento, and he gets a free kick. At left half forward, Nick DeConza. Sorry, Nick DeConza. He kicks high inside 50. Big fist again by Fisher, who just plays his role generally. First match I thought that he was a bit fumbly. He hadn't played senior footy for a while. That was against Dramana. But he's got better and better over the last month.
Yeah, he hasn't had a big pre-season, so last week
I don't think he's had a pre-season.
No, last week I thought he struggled probably against us. Was lucky they didn't have the 3 umpires. He wore Jackson, he nearly wore Jackson Colden's jumper.
So how many goals should have Jackson got from free kicks last week?
Jenny's seen the footage.
I've seen a couple of the reviews from this.
When you see the jumper hanging out there, that's a giveaway.
Can we thank the champion data boys who are here for the PFL match? There's a shot at goal right on the siren by Zabolski, but I think it's too late. It's spilled out to him. The champion data boys for waiting so patiently because they'll be doing the PFL game in just a second. Thanks so much, boys. And they'll be taking over in just a minute. But what a game of footy. We'll get our 3-2-1s in a minute, Goose. But Pines in the last quarter, they did the damage, 7 goals to 1.